Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel, guys. And so here we are live. We've got the Tampa Bay Bandits and the Birmingham Stallions going at it here. And so right now, currently facing first and 10. Let's see to give it to the back up the middle. He goes for it for about a pickup of about a good 8 yards on that carry. We've got second down coming up here. And again, we're here in the first quarter with about 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Tampa Bay with the football first. And so the Bandits enter this. They're 2-1 on the season. They're going to do their best to try to give Birmingham their first loss of the year. So we'll see if they'll be able to get the first points of the game and make that happen. All right, so here we go, guys. 2nd and 3 right now. Can line up in a shotgun here. You've got two receivers, two tight ends, and a running back. Snaps the ball, hands it to the back off the left side. Uses his blocker there. Going to pick up a couple extra yards there and the first down. So now we've got 1st and 10 coming up. All right, so here we go. New set of downs to work with here. 1st and 10. All right, here we go. We've got the quarterback up under center here. Guy goes in motion. They've got about 4 receivers, one back in the backfield. Play fake. Pressure's on him. Dumps it off to the back. And the back gets brought down after picking up about 3 yards here. We've got second out coming up, 2nd and 7 coming up here at the Birmingham 19-yard line. And so, oh man, what's good with you? What's good with you? So yeah, I can't bring the chat on this stream here, but what's good with you? Meanwhile, I've got the quarterback under center here. He's going to head to the back. Back bounces off of one tackler. Couple guys get him. He gets back to the line of scrimmage though. So we've got 3rd and 7 coming up here at the Birmingham 19-yard line. And so Braden, what's good? Braden says, hey, JB, breaking news. Baker Mayfield will be at home for the 2022 NFL season. I mean, hey, if he's at home, he can't hurt anybody that way, right? Absolutely. But we'll see how that plays out, though. Ultimately, I think Baker will get another opportunity in this league. I mean, what team it's going to be, I don't know. But obviously, we've got camp coming up, injuries, stuff like that's going to happen. So I think he does get another shot this season. All right, Tampa Bay snaps the ball here. Pressure up the middle. He throws it up there and a little ahead of his receiver there. And so just a little ahead. Now we've got 4th down coming up. Decisions to be made here. Let's see, old man says, same old same, trolling these Bills fans. And so, yeah, absolutely. I understand that. And so, yeah, the reason why, I see I now can see the chat thing up here. It's a little small up here. So, okay. So I am using something different for this stream here. So, but it is a little small. Let me see if I can edit that real quick after this play right here. But we got a 37-yard field goal coming up here for Tampa Bay. They try to take the lead. Kick is up. Kick is right down the middle and it's good. There's nothing like having a field goal kicker you can depend upon. So Tampa Bay gets the first points here of the game on their first drive. They're up 3-0 in this one. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff, and then we'll see what the Birmingham Stallions can do in this one. Well, yeah, so how many games have you guys actually got to watch so far of the USFL in terms of like at least watching a majority of it outside of the highlights so far in this one? And do you guys have a favorite team in the USFL? If so, let me know here in the chat section. Meanwhile, let me try to figure out how to increase the font here for this. Should be a quick fix here. All right, let's see if that's big enough. All right, hopefully that will be big enough, but we'll find out. We will find out. All right, let's see. Braden says he watched 2 games. Okay, nice. Which games were those, Braden? And which team stands out to you as your favorite? You say, no, I don't have a favorite team. Old man says he doesn't have a favorite team. Okay, bet. And so for me, I mean, right now I am leaning towards Birmingham, not just because they're 3-0, but simply because, I actually worked in Birmingham for a little bit. So why not root for Birmingham there? So I would like to see them win it all when it's all said and done. But I'm still watching, still watching. And so let's see. Braden says that he likes the Breakers because of their uniforms. And so I feel like uniforms is definitely a big seller at this point. Either that or if you happen to know some of the players that they do have playing, that does help as well when it comes to determining your favorite team, unless you just happen to have a local team, I feel like. Can you guys see the like the comments that's on the screen? Or should I try to make it bigger? I gotta try to make it bigger, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see. Braden says the first of it in last Saturday night games. And so, okay, okay. But yeah, I have realized it seems like the better games do tend to end on Saturday. So I was like, I got to do it on a Saturday. All right, but here we go. Kickoff's about to be on the way here as we're just coming back from the commercial. Again, right now the Tampa Bay Bandits at 2-1. They lead this one 3-0 over the Birmingham Stallions, but this will be Birmingham's first time with possession of the football. That last scoring drive, 8 plays, 39 yards in about 4 minutes and 16 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. All right, we're about to have kickoff on the way. Let's see if we get a return on this one. All right, no return on that one. All right, meanwhile, I'm still trying to work on changing a couple of things here. All right. All right, let's see if I can get this to work that way. All right, so here we go. Birmingham, the first time we'll see them tonight. They're going to line up in a shotgun here. They've got 4 wide, 1 back. Back goes in motion. Takes a snap out the shotgun. Defense sends 4. Ball's a little high there. Goes out of bounds. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, they're from their own 25-yard line. All right, let's see. Braden says that John Dixon plays for the Breakers. And Old Man says, yeah, I see the comments. They're good, JB. And so, perfect. You see, I'm over here moving around, trying to figure out how I like it best. Do I want it on my right-hand side, my left-hand side, all that stuff. But essentially, this is what I'm going to be using when I do a lot of my gaming streaming. So I wanted to go ahead and use this type of stream and get familiar with it. Let's see. Braden says, did you see the Bucks Celtics game? And so, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you what, I am rooting for the Bucks in that series, but I'm thinking Boston is going to come through with this one. But I'd like to see the Bucks come through. Meanwhile, we currently right now have first down here. Again, we're in the first quarter with about 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Tampa Bay's leading this one 3-0, but Birmingham with the football on their first drive of the game just picked up a first down, and so we'll see how it plays off. Right now, there seems to be a player right now that's trying to walk it off right now. All right, let's see. I don't like the colors that it's showing, so I'm gonna. If you guys see me keep editing the fonts here, I mean, this is a little bit of a trial and error for me in terms of just seeing what works best with this right here. All right, let's see. All right, well, here we go. All right, so returning back to the action here. Again, we're here in the first quarter with about 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go, facing 1st and 10. All right, 4 wide receivers on this play out of the shotgun formation here. Running back goes in motion again. Defense sends 4. This time the running back does get the ball. cuts up, and he's going to pick up about a good 6 yards on the play. Now we've got 2nd and 3 coming up, so that was a 7-yard gain right there. All right, they're going to line up in a shotgun, trips towards the bottom here, hands it to the back up the middle, and he's going to pick up enough for the 4th and then some. Picks up about a good 4 yards on that carry there. Again, we've got 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Again, Birmingham with their first possession right now of the game, and they're going to look to try to see if they can take the lead here also. All right, 4 receivers, 2 towards the top of the screen, 2 towards the bottom. Shotgun again, defense showing pressure. Looking to make adjustments here. Going to audible. Got about 10 seconds right now on the play clock. And so we've got McGough here with the ball. Takes a snap. Looking. Moves around. Throws it on the run. It is caught. He's going to be short, however, of the first, but he does pick up about a good 6 yards on that reception. That is Mitchell, the wide receiver, with that catch. But yeah, guys, tell me, how do you feel so far about how the whole undrafted free agency has played out? I know we talked about the draft and stuff like that, but how do you guys feel about what's happened since the draft in terms of some of the teams that, some of the eyes that we were, some of the teams, I'm sorry, players that we were keeping an eye out for these teams? And so a lot of teams have been busy bringing in guys. How do you guys feel about that? Meanwhile, the shotgun here, he's having to run for his life. He throws it. It's caught. There is a penalty, however. And so he gets to about that first down marker. Depends on where they're going to mark him down now. However, there is a penalty. So we'll see if this penalty will be against the offense or not. All right, let's see. Braden says, I wonder if the USFL will start signing guys who didn't get drafted in this year's draft. You know, that would certainly be a good question. I would wonder as well. But the fact that all the teams probably already have their rosters filled out here, and so I would guess not. Because a lot of those guys that went undrafted are probably going to be going through mini camps right now and at least getting some type of training, you know, for the upcoming months until preseason starts and we start cutting guys. And then they'll probably go off to like the CFL or something like that in the meantime. But certainly, I'd be intrigued to see if that happened or not. And so let's see. Old man says, yeah, Eagles won the draft and then won the undrafted free agency. I mean, hey, the Eagles, they put in work. I was talking to 80s, and I was like, 80s, what more do you want for your team? You're signing everybody out there. Like, what more do you want? But yeah, a lot of guys ended up in places that I can't wait to see how they're going to do, because I feel like a lot of guys were able to go to teams that fit their skill set, and so these teams will be able to get the most out of them. So I like what a couple of teams did in the undrafted free agency. All right, this time we're going to go 5 wide. Out of the shotgun, take the snap, and immediately, as soon as he got the snap, that guy came off the edge untouched. You simply cannot have that happen regardless there, and so Reeves gets an easy sack on that one. You watch the replay there. Right tackle, no idea what he's thinking on this one. He just, what did the right tackle do on this play? He literally saw that his right guard had that man just put a hand on his shoulder and left his guy completely uninvaded to the quarterback there. I mean, it doesn't get no easier than that. I don't care what league it is. It doesn't get no easier than that for a sack. And so now Birmingham's going to have to punt the football away, 4th and forever up there here in the first quarter with about 5 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the first. Punts on the way. All right, we got a return here. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and he runs out of room at about maybe the opponent's 49-yard line, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Good return there by Davis. Let's see if it holds up. Let's see. Braden says the Packers signed Tyler Goodson. I was more hyped when he signed with us than when we drafted a receiver. And so, absolutely. I mean, I'm telling you, a lot of these guys, for some of them, because I was like doing a deep dive on them, because obviously I was posting a lot of the news and stuff. So a lot of these guys, they had good first years, good second years. However, it may have been simply a case of an injury or something like that, or maybe they transferred to a school that just didn't know how to use their skill set, all that stuff. But they come with good potential, and a lot of these guys, if they can stay healthy, or either they can work on a few things here and there, hey. They can really have an impact at this level. You just never know. Because a lot of guys who went undrafted, it's probably something like their size, maybe their speed, and which speed is important, but it's not everything. It's not everything. Because if you can play around knowing that you have limited speed, but you can do other things well, I mean, hey, it can work out. It can work out. So, I mean, so many different factors. What's most important is where you end up at, the situation you have, and just being able to take advantage of your opportunity when it shows up. So, I'm excited for a lot of those guys out there. That I am. That I am. But yeah, there's a lot of guys out there that I'm excited to see what they're going to do this upcoming. Well, whether we're talking camp, and then if they can make the preseason, and then hey, wherever they end up at, best of luck to them. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial right now. But when we come back, it is going to be Tampa Bay's football right now. They lead this one 3-0 here in the first quarter with about 5 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. Let's see. Braden says, I am still surprised Goodson didn't get drafted. And so there was a lot of surprises. There was a lot of surprises. No doubt about that. I mean, you have that, and then you say Justin Ross signed with the Chiefs. And so, yeah, so that was great for Kansas City. I mean, absolutely fantastic for them. You get a guy like Justin Ross. And so Justin Ross is one of the biggest surprises, if not the biggest surprise, just depending on obviously how you felt about that. But that was one of the biggest surprises right there to see him go undrafted, considering what I thought if he'd have came out a year prior, what could have been, a year prior. But sometimes when you come back, sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts. You just never know. All right, so here we go. Again, it's the first quarter with about 5 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Braden says the Chiefs have so many receivers. And so that's why if you're a wide receiver for Kansas City, it's going to be important to see if you can get on the same page with Patrick Mahomes early in this one, because ultimately with all the receivers they did pick up, those who are able to build that rapport early, that's going to be a huge advantage when you're going out there, especially once we get to the points where it's like, okay, we've seen you throughout camp. We know you're talented. What are you going to do against a defense? And so if you guys are on the same page, that can definitely make a big difference between whether it's making the roster for those towards the bottom end, getting more playing time. Because right now it's up and open. I mean, basically, if you want to go out there and contribute, just go out there and ball out from this point forth. Now that Tyreek gone, there's going to be some opportunities for some catches. And of course, you still got Travis Kelce out there. So Travis Kelce's going to command a lot of those double teams. So everybody else can get an opportunity to go out there and make some plays. Speaking of making plays, quarterback keeps it himself off the left end, and he makes a play, picks up about a good 7 yards on that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up here for Tampa Bay. They're going to try to convert in this third down here. Again, 3rd and 3 from their own 27-yard line here in the first quarter with about 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go. And now's a good time, guys. Make sure if you haven't already that you do press the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. As we're going to be having a lot of these, play-by-plays happening here between this and obviously the playoffs. Meanwhile, quarterback snaps the ball, keeps it himself, still on his feet here, and takes it all the way to what looks like the 40. However, there is a penalty. There is a penalty, so let's hold up everything here and see what they're going to call. Again, this is Tampa Bay right now with the football. They lead 3-0 in this one. And so pending the penalty, they'll either get the first or they'll move back. Ooh, okay. All right, so the clock's still running here. So again, it's still the first quarter with about 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here. So this time it's going to be 3rd and 5 here. So 3rd and 5. They need 5 yards to get the first. All right, they were going to snap the ball, but they stopped it here. They stopped it here. All right, so we have stoppage of the play right now, and we've just hit the commercial right now. Again, we are here in the first quarter with about 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go. And when we come back, it's going to be Tampa Bay's football still. After that penalty there, it was 3rd and 5, and they're at their own 25-yard line, but they lead this one 3-0. Both teams have had the ball already here. This is Tampa Bay's second possession with the ball. Birmingham had it one time there, lost a lot of yards there, ended up punting the ball. It was like 4th and 22. And so now Tampa Bay here with 3rd and 5, they can get this first down here. They can keep the football and ultimately try to tire out the defense as this game goes on. And again, if you're just tuning in, let me know here in the live chat, who do you want to see win this game? And if you have a favorite USFL team, let me know that as well. And again, right now we're currently at the commercial. All right, so right now I'm just pulling up the box score here. All right, so far in this one for the Bandits, we have Teamu. He's 1 of 2 out there passing right now, and he's got a total of 3 yards passing in this one. On the ground, as a team, they have 7 carries for 32 yards in this one. Leading rusher right now would be Teamu, and he's got 2 carries for 19 yards in this one. Again, this is for the Bandits here. Now for Birmingham, let's see. McGough, he's 2 of 3 right now. He's got 13 yards through the air. And this team on the ground, they have 2 carries for 19 yards. And McGough, he's responsible for that 1 carry for 15 yards for them so far in this one. So early on in this one here, and we'll see how things continue to play out. But here we go, guys. It's 3rd and 5 right now. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Defense sending forward. Pressure's there. Rolls to the right. Gonna throw it deep. He launches it up there and broken up, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. So this is looking like it's going to be pass interference. Let's see. Braden says that he hopes the Stallions win. All right, so far we've got 2 of us for sure here with the Stallions so far in this one. All right, so they're going to call pass interference there. So it's going to call pass interference. I mean, had his hand on his shoulder there, got a little tied up there. I like the coverage, however. I do like the coverage. But ultimately, they called the foul on that one. Gonna line up in a shotgun again. This time, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball. Defense up. They're gonna stop the play here. So there is a flag here on the offense. Gonna move him back 5 yards. And that's delay of the game. Delay of the game. Right now, the coach is not happy here. He's chirping at the ref over there. So after the penalty, we're looking at 1st and 15. Again, the clock continues to run here. We got about 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Teamu here is a quarterback. He's 2 of 3 out there for 25 yards through the air. Snaps the ball. The defense did move. This is a free play. He's going to chunk it up there to the right, and it's going to be incomplete. But there's still that free play there after the penalty right there. And in case you guys haven't noticed, but yeah, in this game right here, we still have the clock continuously running right now, even though it was an incompletion and well, actually penalty on that one. They snap the ball here. Pressure's there again. He's been feeling pressure all game long. This time they get to him, but we have yet another penalty thrown. So let's see what they're going to call for this penalty. Let's see. Braden says, who's your favorite player in the USFL, JB? And so that is a great question, and I am still honestly trying to figure that out myself right now. But when I do come across that answer, I will certainly let you know for sure. And so I haven't got to watch as many of the teams play as I would like to see, but I will definitely let you know once I figure that out. Do you have one, by the way, Braden? All right, so here we go. This time after the penalty here, 2nd and 17. They snap the ball here. Throws the ball quickly. Right side there, and he's going to get brought down. Going to get brought down. Picked up about a good 4 yards off the right side there. That was Hampton with the reception there. So now we got 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and about 12 coming up. And so the thing is, though, most of the time here, it seems like Birmingham's doing a great job, whether they send 4, whether they send 5. They're sending tremendous pressure, especially off that bottom side of the screen there. So going against the right tackle, it seems to be a great way to generate pressure for this team. They snapped the ball, low snap, had to pick it up off the ground, and so it messed up his pass. Back was open there. He missed them. So Tampa Bay will be punting the ball here on 4th down. And yeah, that time, I mean, yeah, it was open. It honestly was open. He expected the back to keep going, but the back did slow down there. But that snap did not help either. All right, punts on the way. We're going to get a return. Still moving at about the 30. And he's brought down at about the 30-yard line right there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Birmingham here. They trailed this one 3-0 here in the first quarter with about 35 seconds remaining. Let's see. Braden says either Johnny Dixon or Case Cookus. And so 2 good options right there. 2 good options for sure. All right, here we go, guys. 1st and 10 coming up. So McGough's going to be in a shotgun again. Snaps it. Handed to the back, and the back broke the tackle, but ultimately that play was doomed from the start. The defense was already in the backfield before the handoff was even made. There was nothing he could do with that one. That's purely on the offensive line right there. And you get to see from the running back cam right there immediately. As soon as he got the ball, guy's already in his face. All right, so now they're going to line up in the shotgun here. Up a time just ran out here for the first quarter. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So far in this one, Tampa Bay, the only team that scored so far, they're up 3-0 here at the end of the first quarter. So now when we come back, it's going to be the second quarter. Birmingham with the football right now. And so looking to get that offense going. Birmingham, they are 3-0 so far in the season. Tampa Bay, they're 2-1, and they would love to give Birmingham their first loss of the season. Again, Birmingham is the home team here in this one. And again, we're currently at the commercial. But now it's a good time that if you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and press the thumbs up button, guys. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Because I'm telling you, we have a lot of stuff coming in this time of the year. This past week, I spent covering a lot of the undrafted free agents, about as much as I could and stuff like that. And then from there, obviously we've got the NBA playoffs. I'm covering that as well. So NFL news, NBA stuff going on, plus the USFL is all going on here at this time. So make sure you guys are subscribed and become a part of this channel. Let's see. Braden says Scooby Wright is another one I like. He plays for the Stallions, so watch out for him. And so appreciate that update right there about Scooby Wright. All right, let's see. But yeah, so far in this one though, yeah, so I'm still waiting to get that first big play of the game. I feel like that's what we're waiting on right there. There's been a couple times there where both teams have taken a deep shot. I know for Tampa Bay, they've taken a few deep shots there, but ultimately haven't been able to connect yet. But we're just waiting to see that big play happen to get things going in this one. Big story in this one is who's going to give their quarterback time, though, to make that play. Because right now, pass rush is getting back there in a hurry. The only thing that seems to be working is when they have those quarterback read plays, the quarterback keeps it and like runs it off, preferably the left tackle as opposed to the right tackle. That seems to be working a good bit. I noticed that has worked for Tampa Bay in this one a few times. But outside of that, everything else seems to be getting shut down. But again, right now we're currently at the commercial because this is the end of the first quarter and we'll be starting the second quarter. So far in this one, both teams, they both have 2 drives in this one. Tampa Bay has ran 11 plays. Birmingham has ran 8 plays here. Tampa Bay has 40 yards so far in this one, averaging 3.6 yards per play, while Birmingham with just 13 plays, averaging 1.6 yard per play right now. So right now, Tampa Bay gotten off to a little bit of a better start so far in this one, but obviously extremely early in this one. All right, let's see. Old man says, JB, after watching more tape and highlights on Tyquan Thornton, we got a dog with all the respect. If he can get up to 200 pounds, we got to steal. And so, oh yeah, I definitely spent a little bit more time myself checking him out. And just, I was watching some highlight of him actually yesterday and stuff like that. I've been just crawling through YouTube looking to see any type of highlights and stuff in terms of how did they use him, what really stood out to me, and things of that sort. So I'm continuing to do some research as well in that one. Meanwhile, Birmingham gets that pass up there, and it's going to be completed on the left side there for a small gain there. Picked up about a good 6 yards on that play. Now we've got third down coming up, but at least it's third down and manageable if you give him some time. He's going to need some time, though, to throw this ball here, and the pressure's been coming from Tampa Bay so far in this one. So big third down right now in Birmingham early in this one, as obviously you want to try to extend a couple plays here. All right, so in the shotgun, he puts the running back in motion. Now he's got 5 wide. Snaps the ball. Defense sends 4. He stands in the pocket. He's going to run now. And so he runs, and ultimately he slides. I would have preferred for him to dive. If he did not slide, he would have gotten that first down. He was practically right there. And so my man chose to dive there, and so it's going to mark his progress a little short. Now, how short exactly is it? It's about a yard and a half. And so they say 4th and 1. So let's see what they call here. Do they opt to go for it potentially? It was there, though. That hole was there. And so facts over personality. What's good with you? What's good with you? He say, let's go Birmingham. And so, hey, I like it. So far, we have a lot of people rooting Birmingham so far in this one. And so, again, Birmingham enters this game 3-0 in this one. And so let's see if they can get this first down coming up right now. I'm liking this replay here. I'm liking a lot of the stuff that the USFL is incorporating here. Got the official measurement going on. All right, so it looks like a first down here. So it is a first down. Okay. Okay. So we got a first down, fresh set of downs to work with here. Let's see what Birmingham's going to do to take advantage of this one. And can they operate this drive to get their first points of the game and actually get some positive yards going here? Maybe this will be what it takes to get them going. Let's see, old man says, I can definitely see Bill Belichick using him like Cooks or Dorsett. I just love how everyone new is already at practice. and Nelson KB all there also. And so, oh yeah, it's time. They must show up here. We need that. All right, so we got a coach's challenge here. We've got a coach's challenge right here. Again, we're here in the second quarter with about 13 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in this one. Tampa Bay leads this one 3-0, but right now we have a coach's challenge coming over from Tampa Bay. Let's see. Braden says, did you see Tom Brady say the tuck rule fumble might have been a fumble? And so I saw it, Braden. And so, I mean, Brady's he's airing it all out as if he's already done and stuff like that. But ultimately, I feel like this about that. At that time, was it a fumble? Yes, but by law of the rule, it says your arm moving forward. At that time, they say that was an incompletion. Now, obviously, times have changed since then, and they got the rule correct. By today's standard, would have been an obvious fumble. But back then, the rule itself was wrong, I would say, as opposed to whether or not it was a fumble. It was more of a question of the rule in my mind. And so the rule, how they had described it, that was the correct call the referee made, but the call itself, as in the ruling, was incorrect. And so we got Coach Dante here. What's good with you? What's good with you, Coach? Hey, how's it feel, Coach? I know you got to be happy with what you saw Houston do throughout the draft and obviously post-draft as well. How are you feeling about the Houston Texans? Go ahead and let us know how many games you think the Houston Texans should expect to win this upcoming season. If you can give us a range to expect and just how you think they're going to do compared to the rest of the AFC South, that would be great. All right, so that play's been overturned, guys. It's been overturned. Tampa Bay won that challenge, 4th-and-1. Birmingham opted to just go ahead, punt the ball, play the field possession game. We're going to get a return. He caught it back at his own like 3. He's still running, gets tripped up at about the 18 or 19-yard line there. And so Tampa Bay will get the football again here in the second quarter, and we'll see what they do this time out. And so let's see. Old man says everyone going crazy over it. He did it on purpose. And so, Bill would do that on purpose. You know he would. And coach says, oh, yeah. So coach is fired up. He's fired up about the Houston Texans. And so, as he should be. As he should be. I mean, Houston, very solid draft here. And so, I mean, hey, that division right there, I have seen teams that we projected to be, like at the bottom that just rise up to the top. If Davis Mills can take it to a whole nother level and pick up where he left off at. Just don't start over. Pick up where you left off at. Take it to the next step. I'm not saying he's got to go out there and make a Pro Bowl, but just improve upon last year. This Texan team will be a nice surprise. And so let's see. Braden says, same way I feel about the Dez catch. Don't get me started about the Dez catch. I won't defend many things for the Cowboys, but I will defend the Dez catch right there. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. I remember that time when the Patriots and the Steelers played each other. This was back when like AB and Le'Veon Bell were still, a part of the Steelers organization in their primes and stuff. And they threw it to this tight end, and it was supposed to be a catch, but they called it, I think, either a fumble or incompletion, something like that cost them the game. That was another example, I think, of the rule being incorrect, but I was happy with the results. And so, but again, right now, if you're just chiming in, we are currently right now at the commercial right now, so we're not missing anything here in the second quarter. When we come back, though, it will be Tampa Bay's football as Birmingham just punt the ball, so Tampa Bay will have the football from their own 18-yard line with a 3-0 lead in this one. So let's see. Let's see. Coach Dante says he got them going 6-11. Think we're going to improve this year. We still are kind of in that rebuilding process, and picking up Rasheem Green from Seattle is definitely an underrated move by Nick Cassero. And so agree. Let's see. Old man says Andy Isabella is on the trade block. I say Patriots send N'Keal Harry for him. I'd rather have Andy Isabella. And so we are really doing the best we can to get rid of N'Keal Harry. As the old man says, they robbed Dez on that. Braden says, "Come on, JB, that wasn't a catch." And so, come on, Braden. If I can sit up here and say, it was the rule itself that was wrong, I mean, come on now. That Dez catch right there, I felt bad. That's the one time in history I probably felt bad for Dallas on that one. Everything else, I was like, nah, not too much, but absolutely. But again, right now, we're about to come back from the commercial right now. So Tampa Bay is with the football. They lead this one 3-0 here in the second quarter with about 13 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. They're going to line up in a shotgun here. They hand it to the back, up the middle. And he's going to pick up about a good 4 yards on that one. We got 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Tampa Bay 23-yard line. All right, again, right now we are here in the second quarter with about 13 minutes left to go. Tayamu is in at quarterback. Line up under center this time. Got a back in the backfield. 3 receivers on the play. They put a guy in motion. He's actually the tight end. Play fake. Pressure's there. Has to make a guy miss. And he does. Still has it. Gonna dump it off there. And so the tight end gets it. He's still on his feet. Picks up that first down there. And so great job by the quarterback being able to elude the defender. Give a little bit more time there. Hitting the guy up underneath there. And then he did the rest. Got the first down. I feel like every time they run something, pressure is always coming off that right end for them. Let's see. Braden says Tom Brady did fumble it. And so, oh yeah, that was definitely a fumble back then. It's just by rule, by the rule. If your arm is moving forward, even though by our text we know it's a fumble, but back then the rule stated that was an incomplete pass just purely off of the rule itself. Again, the rule was incorrect because it should have been a fumble. But because of the rule, I can't argue that either way. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 6. Look at that. John Franklin III is 40 time of 4.40. So he's got some real speed to him. All right, here we go. One back in the backfield. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes the snap. Gonna hand it to the back. He goes off the left guard. Picks up about a good 3 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. I got a little bit of trash talking out there. Let's see. Coach says, did the Patriots mess up on a pick like you did in the pre-draft show? You had old man about to jump on top of the roof at that time. And so, the difference was, I don't think that Bill considers this a mistake. What I did was definitely a mistake, but I don't think what Bill did was considered a mistake in his mind. All right, we got some movement here. That's going to back him up 5 yards after that one. And in a game like this, you need all of those yards right now. But things are getting very chippy out there between these two teams. Old man says, yeah, he did, Coach Dante. I guess you can say, Coach, when you're doing these mocks, you're trying to keep it as close to realistic as possible. So if he made a mistake, I was very realistic in that sense. Meanwhile, pass across the middle should have been picked off there, but incomplete. 4th down coming up. So we got 4th down coming up right now. And so Tampa Bay is going to have to punt the ball. He tried to hit that seam there across the middle. His receiver never even looked for the ball coming back. Just was not on the same page on that one. And he's lucky it was not a pick. All right, punts on the way. And it ends up going out of bounds there at about, let's see where they mark it at. At the 22-yard line. Okay, so Birmingham's going to take over again, this time from their own 22-yard line, and let's see if they can get something going on this drive. Let's see, Coach says, oh, man, what pick did Bill Belichick mess up on? And so, if it's the pick of the quarterback in that 4th, that might be what I would go with. Or maybe he forgot he selected a running back when he took 2 in like the span of 3 rounds. But again, we're currently at the commercial right now. But when we come back, the Birmingham Stallions will have the football this time out. And so far, in terms of time of possession, Tampa Bay has had the ball for about almost 5 minutes longer than Birmingham's had it. Tampa Bay's had it for 12 minutes and 13 seconds. Birmingham has had time possession for only 7 minutes and 23 seconds so far in this one. Tampa Bay's had 3 drives. Birmingham has had 2. Let's see, Tampa Bay has ran 16 plays for 62 yards, averaging 3.9 yards per play, while Birmingham, 10 plays, 27 yards, so averaging 2.7 yards per play. Only Tampa Bay has even reached the red zone so far in this one. But a very defensive game. A lot of penalties as well so far in this one. Let's see. Old man says, I would say the second running back pick could have used another run stop D lineman, but all around I like the Patriots draft. And so, okay, let's see. Coach Dante says, y'all remember when I threw everybody off with Derek Stingley when I picked him at number 3, and it ended up happening because I heard a couple days before that Lovie Smith was high on Derek Stingley. And so let's see. Braden says, is your O lineman Cole Strange in the metaverse with Doctor Strange, JB? But we'll have to figure that out, Braden. We'll have to figure that out once the season starts. But I'm going to take a wild guess and say no. I'm going to take a wild guess and say no. And again, we're here in the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, Tampa Bay has the lead. They scored in their first possession of the game, that field goal. They're up 3-0. But since then, it's been a very defensive game. A lot of penalties and some missed blocks so far in this one. But here we go. Line up in the shotgun again. Takes a snap. Feels the pressure. Tries to step up. They're going to drag him down for another sack here. So they're just having a block party out there with these sacks, guys. Like, we got 2nd and 14 coming up here from Birmingham's 19-yard line. Offensive line's got to give him a little bit more time here, or he's going to get the ball out extremely quicker. Let's see. Braden said, oh, I already read that one. All right, they got about 5 seconds left on this play clock here. Takes a snap out the shotgun, fakes it to the back. Now he's going to dump it off to the back there, off the left side. Makes a couple people miss. Going to bring him down at about the 29 or 30-yard line. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 3. They're calling a hurry-up offense here. Trying to get some momentum going for the offense to try to awaken this team. 4 wide receivers here out of the shotgun. Let's see. Coach says, in your opinion, give me a pick, or anybody in the chat, which one that you guys thought it was a reach on any team. And so that's a great question. I'll get to that in a second. Meanwhile, he threw the ball there. I was about to say that's got to be pass interference right there. My man had no opportunity to even stick his hand out and make a play on the ball. Let's see. Meanwhile, see if I can do something real quick with this chat box. All right, that should be better, I think. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so let's see. Braden says Cole Strange to the pass was a reach. Sorry, JB. All right, so after that carry right there, let's see 2nd down's coming up. All right, here we go. Takes a snap out the shotgun. No backs in the backfield. Makes the quick pass there, gets the completion, and a 1st down. So now we got 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 47-yard line. So far, McGoffey's 4 of 5 right now for 30 yards passing here in the second quarter, with about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So I make that 5 of 6 now for 36 yards. Let's see. Robert Lopez, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, what do you watch the game on? And so that'll be Fox. That'll be Fox. Yeah, you can watch this game on Fox. Meanwhile, the pass right there to the back, try to sneak him out the backfield there. And so Brooks James gets tackled on that one, but was able to fall forward for about a good 4 yards pickup. But again, yeah, so Robert, that'll be on Fox. You can watch this game on Fox. Let's see, old man says, at first I would say Cole Strange, but with how much more info came out, it seems like teams were going to take him early second round. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, this is the second quarter, with about 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Gonna hand it to the back, and the back moving forward there. Picks up maybe about a good 2-3 yards on that one. So we got third down coming up. 3rd and 3 at Tampa Bay 46-yard line. Again, important right now that they continue to establish this drive. They've gotten a little momentum on this drive here compared to previous drives. So if they can keep this drive going and get some points, this could go a long way. Again, we're in the second quarter with about 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Tampa Bay leads this one 3-0, but Birmingham with the football. They're going to go 4 wide receivers, including 3 at the top of the screen, and a running back. Pressure comes up the middle. Offensive line picks it up. Completed to the right side. That's going to be a first down. Picked up about a good 4 or 5 yards on that one. Let's see. Robert says, thank you. Anytime, anytime. And so I like the fact that Birmingham is using tempo right now. And so defensive coordinator Pepper Johnson, I remember Pepper Johnson. And so great defensive coordinator to have there. Oh, that time we just had some movement there. Somebody had the wrong snap count or something. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. So here you go. You had a good drive going right there. I mean, probably your best drive so far of the game. But yet these penalties, you continuously have penalties. And these tackles, they're getting to work so far in this game right here. So they've got to just calm down out there and remain disciplined. Because a man shot off like he was getting shot out of a cannon on that play. And so that's Birmingham's 4th penalty. Tampa Bay has had 5 themselves so far in this one, but they're going to line up in a shotgun. Got about 3 seconds here to work with. Snap the ball. Hand it to the back. Back comes up the right side, and that's going to be a nice pickup there. Let's see. We've got 2nd now coming up, 2nd and 8. Taking it all the way to the Tampa Bay 39-yard line. So you got to keep this going here. Pickup of 7 yards there, but again, that penalty had moved them back 5 yards. So now we got 2nd and 8. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8 here. Shotgun formation again. Got a tight end and 3 receivers. Going to snap the ball. Got the guard pulling. And so, the quarterback kept it. And so that time the cameraman was confused. I had no idea who was going to get the ball. All that stuff. I mean, like you saw the guy pulling. And so you immediately think the running back is going to follow him. That was a great drawn up play right there. Now we got 3rd and 1 coming up right now. I would probably go quarterback read, but on this drive so far, 9 plays, 43 yards, and about 5 minutes and 50 seconds of turn time possession off the clock on this drive alone. McGoff's going to be in a shotgun here. Got a lot of guys bunched close to the line. Hands it to the back. And so let's see, did he get enough momentum? I feel like he was right at that line, but then they stopped him right before he can get that first. But let's see what the referees say. I think you got to go for it. If it is short, I feel like you have to go for it. This is your best drive of the game. You have to go for it. This young man says, Breece Hall is definitely my reach. He was the 3rd best running back available. You have Breece Hall as your 3rd best running back, old man? And so that's the first time I've heard that one. All right, but here we go, guys. So this is it. 4th and 1. Who wants it more? Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. In the back. Fighting. Oh, I think he was stopped. Tampa Bay defense rises up to the occasion there, and it looks like he was stopped. I mean, Tampa Bay's just winning the battle at the line of scrimmage at this point. I mean, but he came off like the right edge there. Got past the tackle quick on that one. I mean, as soon as you snap the ball, it's like the tackle's already beat. Like, this is continuously happening. So we're going to have a turnover on downs. And when we come back from the commercial, it's going to be the Tampa Bay Bandits with the football right now. They're up 3-0 in this one here in the second quarter with about 3 minutes and 32 seconds remaining. But what a stop indeed. Let's see. Old man says Kenneth Walker was the best running back from the draft. Who did you have at number two? Who did you have at number two? That's what I'm curious about. Who was your number two running back above Brees Hall? Let's see. I see right now that we're currently at 3 thumbs up here. So let's see if we can get to 10 thumbs up here before we hit halftime. I know we've only got about 3 minutes, 32 seconds, but I believe in you guys. We can get to 10 thumbs up here before that happens. But again, we're still at the commercial here. But thanks to the stop here by Tampa Bay's defense, winning the line of scrimmage, particularly off the edge. They are beating whoever's the right tackle there. They're beating him, getting to the backfield with ease. Like, it's not even slowing him down at this point. They're going to have to adjust that. Let's see. Old man says James Cook. And so good old James Cook. I am excited about what James Cook can do at the NFL level. I feel like he'll definitely have a better NFL career than collegiate career. Whoa, so look at that. So while we were at the commercial, they were reviewing the play. So ultimately, they overturned the original call that Tampa Bay got to stop. Let me see this replay here and see if I can see where he at least breaks the plane of it. Oh, I see he reached that ball out. That was a dangerous play. That was a dangerous play right there to reach the ball out. But he was able to do it and got the first down. So here we go for Birmingham. They take the snap. Their pressure's already there. He's already running for his life here. Throws it. Ooh, dangerous pass there as well, but incomplete. So second down coming up. I mean, look at how quickly guys are coming off the edge here for him, like every single play. All right, right now it's second and 10. McGoffey's 7 to 10 out there for 45 yards passing. So he's not making any mistakes out there yet. So that's a good sign right there. Let's see if he can finish this drive in the end zone for his team. I'd like to see him take a shot right now in the end zone, but he's going to need time. And the shotgun again takes a snap. Bootlegs to the right. Throws it, batted down. Ball was batted down by the defense there. So third down coming up. We got third and 10 coming up here at about the 31-yard line right now. So let's see if they can get the first or at least get a few more yards here and try to get into field goal range. Let's see. Old man says Someone to keep an eye out this college football season is Kalijah Cansey from Pitt. He plays defensive tackle, but I get the poor man's Aaron Donald vibes from him. And so those are good vibes to get, old man. Definitely will keep our eyes out for him this upcoming season. But we've got a penalty. Ooh, they called a personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Very unnecessary right now. Given the circumstances, you're basically just gifting them with a first down now. You cannot have that happen right there. And so ultimately, you just cost your team because your team's been doing good. Your team's been doing good. And let's see. Old man says that O-line needs to step up. Quarterback has no time. Old man, they need you on the line. They need you on the line. All right, here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun, guy goes in motion, takes a snap, throws it in front. Guy's able to catch it, regain his balance. However, he is about a good 3 yards short here. They're saying about 4 yards short here, but a great play nonetheless. So now we got 2nd and 4 coming up from the Tampa Bay 10-yard line. And so let's see. Boston Sports, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say hi, JB. How are you doing, Boston Sports? And how are you feeling about basically everything the Patriots have done this offseason in terms of just we'll start from the draft to the undrafted free agents and stuff like that. Let me know your thoughts there. But here we go. 2 receivers here, 2 tight ends in the backfield. Going to hand it to the up back, one of them. And so look at that power there. He takes it all the way to about the 2-yard line. So now we got 1st and goal. So here we are, Birmingham here in the goal line. This has been their best drive of the game. And let's see if they can cap it off in the end zone. They're so close. They're going to need that offensive line to win this matchup and get them into the end zone. All right, out of the shotgun here. Again, 3 receivers. Got a tight end and a running back. All right, so we just got that timeout there. And again, right now with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter, Tampa Bay leads 3-0, but Birmingham knocking on the door with a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Let's see, old man says, they didn't want me because I would fighting my own teammates because they're not living up to what they need to be. And so sometimes they need that out there. They certainly can use that right now. But this has been a great drive here for Birmingham, so we'll see if they can cap it off in the end zone. Let's see. I think that's good right there. But I absolutely understand that, old man, for sure. Meanwhile, let me see how many thumbs up we've got right now. Can we reach at least 10 before we hit halftime? All right, so I see that we are right now at 3 thumbs up here. Let's see if we can get a couple more thumbs up here before we hit the half. Again, we've got 2 minutes left. Right now, we are currently at the commercial right now, but the score right now, Bandits lead this one 3-0, but the Stallions right there knocking on the door in the end zone here, or the end zone door. All right, so Braden says, let's see. Braden says, who do you think wins the Warrior versus Grizzlies game? Who do I think win? I think the Warriors will find a way to win that one. I mean, I got to go with their experience and stuff like that. So I got Warriors winning that one. Meanwhile, quarterback's going to keep it himself. I think he's just short of the end zone, like literally just shy of the end zone. So much so, I would just do a quarterback sneak up the middle and just power our way in there. Let's see. Boston Sports says, doing well, man. I do like what our Pats are doing. My favorite undrafted free agent the Patriots signed was King. Forgot his first name. Yeah, but hey, King, he a good one. He's a good one. And the way the Patriots are going to utilize him, I think will be special. But here we go, real quick. So 5 wide receivers here. Quarterback not up on the line of scrimmage here. They're taking my advice. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. He reached his hand out, extended. That's a touchdown. Let's see if the refs are going to call this one. That's a touchdown. There you go. Because at that point, the initial point there, he had to try to find a hole there off the right side there. And ultimately, he did find one, but he had to reach out after the contact was made to ensure that it got over. And it did break the plane in the end zone. And so let's see. But you say who got told he will be tried at playing running back, receiver, and quarterback. And so hey, a guy like that, Bill's gonna figure out how to use him. Let's see. Old man says people are sleeping on Stephen Gilmore. He's always training with his brother, and we all know his brother can play corner. And so that's a fact. That's a fact. And then old man says De'Aaron King. So again, right now they have the thing up there. Now they're reviewing this play right here. So we'll see after the review that his knee happened to hit the ground or something before he reached the end zone. But if the play stands, Birmingham will be up 6-3 in this one. Oh, I see that elbow. That elbow is already on the ground. All right, the play stands. So there's not enough evidence, they say, to overturn it. So the play is going to stand. All right, kick is up. And it is good. All right, so right now, the Birmingham Stallions, they get the first touchdown of the game, get it late here in the second quarter, and they take the lead 7-3 in this one. With about 1:21 left to go here before the half. And again, right now we're about to hit the commercials, but when we come back, Tampa Bay is going to have 1:21 to work with here to try to score before the half. All right, let me see where we are. Let's see. Braden says King is going to replace Bailey Zappe and Mac Jones. Let's see. Old man says, and about time someone takes JB advice. Too bad Bill Belichick and Mr. Kraft not taking our advice on Trey Flowers and Akeem Nicks. And so, yeah, he's hell bent on not listening to us. Let's see. Braden says those two players would be good signings for the Pats. Old man says Bailey Zappe was the 4th best quarterback in the draft and perfect for a backup quarterback. Let's see. Boston Sports says, oh, that is his first name. No wonder why it was hard to think of. How are you doing, old man? And out of all of our Patriot picks, who is your favorite offensive and defensive player we got? And again, right now we're currently here at the commercial right now, so not missing anything. But when we come back, now that Birmingham just punched in a touchdown there on a really nice drive, that was a really nice drive. So let's see. So far in this one, when it comes to these stats now. So now Birmingham, after that long drive they just had, they now have 16 minutes and 27 seconds in terms of time of possession in their favor, while Tampa Bay has 12 minutes and 12 seconds. Both teams has had 3 possessions here. Birmingham has ran 27 plays. They have 90 yards total, averaging 3.3 yards per play. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay, 16 total plays ran, 61 yards, averaging 3.8 yards per play in this one. And so they've had one visit in the red zone. Well, both teams have had one visit in the end zone. The difference is, the red zone. The difference is Tampa Bay, they did not get a touchdown. They had a field goal, while Birmingham was able to cap it off in the end zone and score the game's only touchdown so far in this one. Let's see. Old man says, if you're asking me, it's Tyquan Thornton and Marcus Jones. I believe me and JB got the most hype when the Patriots drafted Marcus Jones. And so, yeah, I actually in a couple mock drafts had the Patriots taking Marcus Jones there. So I was pleasantly surprised when Bill took me up on that one. But I know Bill does value special teams. So do I. So that played a big role as well. But he's just explosive. And so I know he's undersized. But hey, if the only thing you're going to tell me about a guy is that he's undersized and that's about it, I'll take my chances. Let's see. Boston Sports says, I am hoping Stidham stays with our practice squad for the whole season this upcoming year so Zappe can make the team. And so, all right, but here we go. Getting back to the action here. Birmingham's going to kick the ball off, and let's see what Tampa Bay is going to do. Will they return it? We will get a return here. Let's see. He's at the 25. And he takes it all the way to about the 31-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 31-yard line here in the second quarter. Again, we've got 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. All right, let's see what Tampa Bay can do here. They're going to line up in the shotgun, guys. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back. Takes a snap. Birmingham sends 4. Quarterback throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. All right, so 2nd and 10. Again, this is Teamu here. He's 5 of 9 for 43 yards so far in this one. All right, so we're going to shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. 3 receivers on this play. Takes a snap. Birmingham sends 5. He avoids one guy. He's still looking, running. He's going to cross that line and picks up about a yard or 2 on that play. So now we've got 3rd down coming up. Again, he saw nothing. He had to move there to try to avoid the rush. So he picked up 2 yards on the ground. We got 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go. Tampa Bay has 2 timeouts remaining to work with. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 8. Who's going to win this battle right here? Is it going to be the defense or the offense? Got trips towards the bottom of the formation. 1 receiver towards the top. They take the snap. 5 guys are coming. Throws it. And it is caught by the lone receiver at the top. He makes the first guy miss. Picks up some extra yards. Takes it all the way to about midfield there. So now we've got 1st and 10 coming up here at the 50. But hold everything up. We have a penalty right now. Let's see what this penalty is going to be. All right, so that's on the defense right there. So the offense does have that 1st down. And just like that, they're already at the 35-yard line, it looks like, of Birmingham. Let's see, Boston Sports says, a good plan. When we play the Dolphins, we should play the Jones brothers and let, LOL, not their related Marcus Jones and Jonathan Jones on Tyreek and Waddle. All right, they're going to snap the ball here. We got a trick play here. They give it back to the quarterback, and he throws it up there, and it's wide open. He catches the pass, takes it all the way to the 9-yard line. So how about that? Got a trick play here and feeds it to, Grady, the tight end. That's like a 26-yard pickup on that play. He's got 2 catches in this one for 35 yards here. So let's see if Tampa Bay can get their first touchdown of the game. They're averaging 11.3 yards per completion after that play right there. All right, puts the back on the other side there. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. He's looking. Moving around. He throws it into the end zone. And that's going to be caught. It looks like a touchdown. Looking to see the official thing. It is a touchdown. That's Rashard Davis there. So a touchdown for Tampa Bay. They now take the lead 9-7. So just like that, Birmingham got their first touchdown in the game. So Tampa Bay responds with a touchdown of their own. There's only 37 seconds remaining so far in this one. Now let's look at the replay and make sure that he did indeed catch it. Oh, wow, that's a great catch right there. Yeah, excellent job right there by Davis to get that reception. And so Tampa Bay leads 9-7. Let's see if they can get the PAT. As the old man says, that was a great trick play. And so I feel like the timing of that trick play was excellent right there. Because obviously, everybody knows you're going to try to make a deep score there, but they got creative there after being fairly conservative for most of the game. And so, perfect timing. Now for the PAT attempt. All right, kick is up, and it is good. All right, so it's 10-7 in this one. Here in the second quarter with 37 seconds remaining. Can Tampa Bay get some more points in these final 37 seconds to work with? Let's see. Braden says that throw Te'amu threw was a laser. And so I agree. It was a nice throw because he's been on the run this entire game there, but he has not let that, rattle his confidence there. He continued to look downfield while moving and found his guy. Let's see. Boston Sports says, let me name all of the Jones non-related brothers. LOL, Mac Jones, Jonathan Jones, Marcus Jones, and Jack Jones. And name the two non-Harrises, you say, and Damian Harris and Kevin Harris. And so I think we found out the secret formula that Bill's looking for. If your last name is Jones, he wants a whole team of Jones and Harrises. And again, Tampa Bay will have to kick things off here. And let's see if Birmingham, they scored a touchdown last time out. Let's see if they can at least, at the very least, get into field goal range here and try to tie this up before the half. All right, kickoff's on the way. Let's see if we get a return. We will get a return. He catches it at about the 20. He's still looking to make a room here. 30. 35. Great return on that one. Takes it to about the 37-yard line. Here in the second quarter with 31 seconds remaining. They got all three timeouts to work with. So keep that in mind as well. With all three timeouts here. Meanwhile, we got a guy down here for Tampa Bay. Hope that he's okay. Meanwhile, they're on the sideline right now, Birmingham, making sure they understand the situation. All right, let's see if McGough can do it, guys. Right now, he's 8 of 11 for 51 yards here. Let's see if he can lead this team to at least in scoring position here. Let's see, Boston Sports says Kevin Harris. When I first saw him, it looked like the younger Damian Harris. And let's see. All right, so here we go, guys. 1st and 10. 4 receivers on the play. Takes the snap. Defense sends 4. He's looking, tries to throw it to the back. And it is the back drops it there. Even if he caught it, would have been a pickup of about 2 yards on that one. But he dropped it, so it is incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up from their own 38-yard line. 27 seconds to work with, and they have all 3 timeouts. Let's see, old man says it's rumored Patriots will be willing to trade Nelson Aguilar, N'Keal Harry, and Stidham. And so, okay, 3 guys that I'd be okay with. I would be okay with. Let's see, old man says Kevin Harris more than likely going to be redshirted this year. All right, we're going to go 5 wide here. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap there. Offensive line gives him time, but the ball's deflected. It is deflected. So incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. What are we going to do here from our own 38-yard line? 3rd and 10 with 23 seconds left to work with. Again, they have all 3 timeouts, but right now they need to get the first down. Let's see. Boston Sports says, I think Pierre Strong Jr. will be redshirted. All right, so again, we're going to go no backs in the backfield here. 5 wide. Defense sends 4. He throws it. Nice pass there, and oh, he dropped it. Incomplete. So that's incomplete. I like the pass there. You got to catch that one. You got to catch that one. But that's incomplete. 4th down coming up. 18 seconds remaining. Let's see. Brayton says, did you see Kyle Van Noy sign with the Chargers? I did. I noticed on Twitter all the Patriots congratulating him and stuff like that. So I did notice that Kyle Van Noy had signed with the Chargers. All right, punts on the way. All right, he's going to catch at the 15. He's at the 20. Brought down at about the 22-yard line with 8 seconds remaining. So Tampa Bay hit the ball. Let's see what they ought to do with the final 8 seconds here of the second quarter. Let's see. Old man says, that was a perfect pass. Can't be dropping those. Let's see. Boston Sports says, all right, see you later, JB. I got to get some rest. And so appreciate you coming through, Boston Sports. You take care. And of course, looking forward to seeing you next time. All right, Tampa Bay just took a knee, guys. So we're here at the half. And the score, Tampa Bay 10, Birmingham 7. So let us go ahead and recap what has happened so far in this one. So overall, now that we have hit the halftime here, so Birmingham's winning the time of possession battle. And so they have 16 minutes and 57 seconds during time of possession. Tampa Bay 13 minutes and 4 seconds. And so Tampa Bay's had 5 drives to Birmingham's 4 drives. But Birmingham has ran 30 plays for 90 yards, averaging 3 yards per play. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay, 22 plays, 113 yards. They're averaging 5.1 yards per play. Both teams have been in the end zone. But both teams have gotten in the end zone one time. But Birmingham has been has 1 for 1 at the red zone. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay they're 1 of 2 in the red zone. So that other time they had to settle for a field goal attempt, and that's why they're up right now, 10-7 so far in this one. Now, passing wise, Tampa Bay's got 73 yards through the air. Birmingham's got 33 yards through the air in this one. And on the ground, Birmingham has 57 yards, while Tampa Bay has 40 yards so far in this one. No turnovers by either team so far in this one, but a good amount of penalties by both teams. Let's see. Braden says Chargers defense is going to be very good this upcoming season. And so yeah, they're going to have to be. They're going to have to be. They're absolutely going to have to be. And so as long as that team can stay healthy, I like the Chargers odd there. But obviously that division is going to be tough. It's going to be tough there. So obviously the biggest factor is going to be injuries throughout the course of the season. You know, like making sure your team is healthy when it matters most and just being not getting injured, especially losing guys for long periods of time. You just can't have that happen. You just can't have that happen. But yeah, so far in this one, guys, we have Tampa Bay with the lead 10-7 so far in this one. And so I personally, I expect when the second half come out, we're starting to see the offenses now wake up. And so that's a good sign right now. They're starting to move the ball here, cutting back on some of the penalties as it's continuing to go. Blockers are starting to make some better blocks here. So I'm excited for the second half once that gets started, guys. I feel like we'll get a good one out of this one. I feel like this is the kind of game that's going to come down to the final possession or two in this one. Let's see. All right, I see right now we're at 8 thumbs up. So that is great. That is great. We're at 8 thumbs up right now. That is absolutely great. And again, we're currently right now at halftime. So if you're just tuning in, you're not missing anything at all as we are currently right now at halftime. Let's see, but since we have the time right now, but yeah, guys. So how do we feel about the Boston and Milwaukee series right now, guys? Since we have some time right now to kill before we get back to the second half, guys, how do you guys feel about that series right there? I mean, seems like that's going to be one heck of a finish in that series there. And so, obviously, right now Milwaukee's up 103 to 101 in this one, and so I would love to see Milwaukee win it, but we'll see how that plays out, guys. We will see how that plays out. Let's see. Old man says JB halftime show. That is right. The JB Nation halftime show in full effect, guys. And so, I mean, if we're talking about this game right here, I mean, offensive line play is going to be critical because sometimes I'm seeing, like, especially off the right side, I'm seeing edge guys come in there and they're in there, like, before the quarterback has the ball secured from the snap, they're already in the backfield. And so that right tackle I believe for, is it Birmingham, I think, or was it for Tampa Bay? One of those, their right tackles is just getting beat like a drum so far in this one. Got to improve that. Like you got to give your quarterback at least a couple seconds. You can't have that instantly just coming in there and just no. You can't have that happening. Let's see. Old man says Giannis was playing old school basketball today, and so yeah, I love that about him. I love that about him, and I love the fact that they were able to rebound from how game two looked and stuff like that. And so hey, I mean that just goes to show. I mean my man Giannis, he's in a class of his own right now. I mean, personally, I love watching what he's doing out there, and so just seeing what he's able to do right now for Milwaukee. I mean, it's like they like to say, "Heart of the champion." He certainly has that, and so for them to pull out that win at home, that was a must-win situation for them. They did not want to go down 2-1 and lose at home, so now they're up 2-1. And hey, they can take care of business next one and get up 3-1. Look out! Look out! Braden says, Warriors and Grizzlies game about to start. I will be flip flopping from the USFL game to that game. So certainly understand that and do keep us up to date, Braden, as well with how that's playing out there. As I know this is very important right there. I mean, if Ja goes out there and Ja does some more work, hey, I might just go ahead and give me a Ja jersey and all like that immediately. Because I mean, my man, he's just out there having fun, and it's fun to watch him play. But hey, I mean, what's more fun than watching the Splash Brothers out there? I mean, they're lighting it up too. So two exciting teams to watch, honestly. Let's see. Old man says when you have Shaq calling you the new Superman of the NBA, you gotta live up to it. And so, hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. I will say that because Shaq's not in the business of just giving out good compliments just to anybody. So if Shaq hypes you up, you gotta live up to it. You're right about that. Again, we are still currently right now at halftime. Let's see. Brayton says John Morant levitates in the air, and so that he does. That he does. That he does. Back, I could have never have played that style though, because like, yeah, it just would never have worked. It would have never worked. I mean, I would have hit the court so many times. I mean, I used to hit the court back in the day a lot, but I would hit the court way worse than how he does, and so yeah, that would not have worked for me. Would not have worked. But I got a question for you guys. You guys let me know here in the chat section who is an NBA player. So we'll just say an NBA player that's played, I'll say over the last since the year 2000. Let's just narrow it down to the year 2000. Who has been, in your opinion, the most underrated superstar, or we'll just say star to make it easier, the most underrated star that you guys have seen since I said the year 2000, most underrated star that you guys have seen. So basically someone that was a star, we all can acknowledge he was a star, but still was underrated. Yep, and again, we are still right now at halftime. About to start the third quarter finally, all right. The score is Tampa Bay 10, Birmingham 7. Look at the difference in passing yards. Tampa Bay with 88, Birmingham with 34. Total yards, Tampa Bay has 130 while Birmingham has 91. But third downs, not a lot of third down conversions so far in this one. Birmingham's 1 of 5, Tampa Bay's 1 of 4. Good amount of penalties on both. But the good news is the last minute and 21 seconds of play, both teams have scored 14 points total, so a touchdown between each one. So that's where most of our points are coming. So if they can pick up where they left off, we should have an exciting second half. All right, getting ready for the third quarter to start up. You see them warming up right now. Getting ready to hit it again. Let's see. Braden says Damian Lillard is his pick for the most underrated star that we've seen since the year 2000. And so that's a great pick right there. That's a great pick. I probably would go with. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm leaning towards the Spurs. Like I'm not sure if I'm going to take the route of Tony Parker, perhaps, or if I'm going to go Manu Ginobili. But I feel like one of those two would probably be a great answer for me in that sense, because just because of the fact that obviously Popovich, he managed minutes and stuff like that. I felt like honestly those two guys were extremely good. Extremely good. It's just because of the roles that they had to play, being a team-oriented system. It didn't allow for them to get the star power type of hype that other teams' stars got. As the old man says, that his would be Stephon Jackson. Okay, he doesn't get enough respect. You're right about that. He was a baller. I could go Gilbert Arenas. There's quite a few names I could put out there, honestly. Byron Davis comes to mind. All right, but here we go, guys. Everybody's getting ready for this third quarter to get back on the way soon. All right, so we're getting ready for the kickoff to happen here. All right, so Tampa Bay is going to kick it off here, and it's going to be Birmingham's football. All right, that return's caught. Let's see, he's at the 20, 25, still running. Cuts up at the 30, 35, takes it all the way to the 40-yard line. Great return on that one. So now Birmingham's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. So when you start off in great field position like this, I feel like you got to capitalize off of that. Let's see. Braden says, I was also thinking of a Spurs player for an older, underrated star. And so, bet. I feel like they had quite a few through that team. Quite a few. Here we go. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Safety comes up. They hand it to the back off the left side there. Still on his feet. Tries to bounce it outside. Still moving his feet there. Picked up about 8 yards on the play. So we got 2nd and 2 coming up. Running back's currently down right now on the sideline. So we got 2nd and 2 right now. Again, Birmingham with the football. They trail right now 10-7. Third quarter just got started here on this one. So this is the first drive since halftime. Look at the second half. They're plus 26 in the second half of games so far this season. -8 in the first half. So that goes to show they are a great second half team. All right, so here they go, breaking out the huddle here. 2nd and 2 coming up. Out of the shotgun. Got 2 receivers, got a tight end, got a back. Sorry, 3 receivers, tight end in the back. Snaps it, gonna hand it to the back. He gets the first down, still on his feet, and he's gonna take it to the other team's 38-yard line. So here we go. Let's see, they mark him at the 39 right there. So, okay, so at the 39-yard line of Tampa Bay. So already in your opponent's side of the field. Excellent blocking. I talked about some of the bad blocking early on, but that time, that left side is doing a pretty good job of blocking, honestly, especially when it comes to run plays. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Tight end goes in motion. Takes a snap there. Quick pass up top. Trying to make the first guy miss there. Still on his feet and falls forward for the first down. So now we've got a 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 29-yard line. So Birmingham, they're kicking it into another gear here in the second half. Gotta like that as they're going to try to score, see if they can get another touchdown here. Line up in a shotgun, 3 receivers again. You see the pressure that's shown by the defense here. They're going to make some adjustments. Got to make sure we pick up the blocks on this one to give them time. But so far in this one, they've selected 18 passes and 15 rushes. Snaps the ball. Hands to the back up the middle. And he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the carry. So now we got 2nd and 8 at the Tampa Bay 27-yard line. Here in the third quarter, with about 12 minutes and 54 seconds to go, Birmingham trailing by 3, 10-7. But they have the football right now facing 2nd and 8. And they have the ball at Tampa Bay's 27-yard line. Again, McGough here is the quarterback for the Birmingham Stallions. Lines up in the shotgun again. This time they put a guy in motion. Fakes it to him. Quarterback bootlegging. Feels the pressure. And he had to throw that one away there, so he missed his target on that one. But the pressure was literally in his face, so he didn't have too long to think about that one. So after that incompletion, we got 3rd down coming up. Again, 3rd down and 8 here in the third quarter with about 12 minutes and 12 seconds to go. All right, here we go, guys. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Shotgun formation, 4 wide, takes a snap. Has some time. He's going to run. Falls forward this time. He's at least 2 yards shy. Let's see where they mark him. But 4th down coming up. So 4th and 2 at the Tampa Bay 21-yard line. Let's see if they bring out the field goal unit here. All right, so you see the quarterback coming off here, and the kicker will be out here. So let's see if we can tie this up with a 39-yard field goal attempt here for Birmingham. This is Brandon Abree, and so far this season, he's the only kicker without a miss this season. Balls up, kicks on the way, right down the middle, and that continues. So my man's just Mr. Automatic here. So we're all tied up 10-10 here in the third quarter. Again, Birmingham had the football first here. So the drive started from their own 40-yard line, and they ultimately come up with a field goal to tie things up 10-10 here in this game. When we come back from the commercial here, it's going to be Tampa Bay's football, and we'll see what they do with it with their first drive since halftime. Let's see, so far in this one. So yeah, so far in this game, obviously Birmingham, they just got the ball first, coming off the half there. That drive looked really good. It looked really good. It did stall out there, but ultimately there was a lot of good things there. So last couple of drives there for Birmingham, it's looked pretty good there. So we'll see if this continues for the rest of the game there. And so now we're all tied up 10 apiece in this one. So we'll see what Tampa Bay does with the ball on this one. But so far in this game, Tampa Bay has had 22 plays for 113 yards in the first half. They averaged 5.1 yards per play. So if you cut out the penalties and stuff like that, and if these guys can hold their blocks, then hey, we can have a back and forth type of scoring game in this one. Let's see. Braden says that the Grizzlies can't miss from 3. And so how about that? I mean, the Grizzlies showing up. All right, here we go. Coming back from the commercial here, about to have the kickoff here. Birmingham's going to kick it off, and Tampa Bay will return it. Again, Birmingham is 3-0 right now. Tampa Bay, they are 2-1. All right, so the kickoff is now on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. Nice kickoff. No return on that one, so they'll take over from their own 25-yard line. All right, so here we go, guys. 1st and 10. So Jordan Ta'amu right now, he's 8 of 12 out there for 95 yards and a touchdown, and also pack on to 21 yards rushing. He had all in the first half. Let's see what he does in the second half here. Lines up under center here. Multiple tight ends here on the play. One receiver, one back in the backfield. Heads to the back off the left side, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on that carry. So now we've got 2nd and 8 coming up here from the Tampa Bay 27-yard line. Let's see, they gave him an extra yard here, so it's now 2nd and 3. I'm sorry, 2nd and 7. After that 3-yard pickup. All right, quarterback's going to line up under center here. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hands to the back again off the left side, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on that play. So now we've got 3rd and 5 coming up. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Let's see if they can protect for him long enough to make the read here. Gonna have to make a quick pass there. Let's see if he can hit one of his targets there for the first down. They got 3rd and 5 coming up here in the third quarter, with about 10 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. All tied up, 10 apiece. So far in 3rd downs, they are 1 of 4. Let's see if they can get another first down conversion. Takes the snap out the shotgun. Looking. Throws it to the back. Oh, he overthrew the back there. And so it was behind and an overthrow. So ultimately incomplete. And they're going to have to punt the ball away. This will be from their own 30-yard line. I mean, I like the play set up right there. If that ball's on the money, he gets a chance to maybe break it out to the outside or maybe make a guy miss or simply run the guy over. But because of the pass there, incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Punts on the way. Let's see if we'll get a decent return in from Birmingham. It goes out of bounds actually. So let's see where they mark it at. But it looks like about the 40-yard line. All right, so Birmingham, last time out there, had a nice start to their drive there, but ultimately it ended with a field goal. So now let's see what they do with the football this time out. Can they add some more points here and reclaim the lead? Again, we're all tied up right now, 10-10. Currently right now at the commercial, but when we come back, it's going to be Birmingham's football here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. And again, right now, we are currently right now at the commercial, but we're all tied up 10-10 in this one. All right, so here we go. Now returning back from the commercial here. First and 10. Takes a snap. Gonna hand it to the back. The back off the right side there. Cuts up and picks up about a good 9 yards on that play. So excellent job there by Brooks Jones on that carry. So now we've got 2nd and 1 coming up here for Birmingham. Again, we're here in the third quarter with about 8 minutes and 52 seconds to go. 2nd and 1 right now. Lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. You'd have to imagine after the previous play, they may be looking to try to run it again. Let's see what they call. They're making adjustments. 5 seconds left to go in the play clock. Takes a snap. They're going to run the option. Quarterback keeps it and gets back to the line of scrimmage. And that time, quarterback opted to keep it as opposed to pitching it out there. I feel like that was the right move there because the defense was there. So basically, don't risk that turnover. Here we go, 3rd and 1 out of the shotgun here. Defense showing pressure. And so, they tried to hand it to the back in the middle, but that time they were ready for it. They anticipated it. He got stuck. And so now he's currently right now on the ground. And so hopefully he's okay. You see the defender it seemed like there's a defender behind him that's on the ground as well. But man, he got stuck on that play. Medical staff all around him and around the defender as well. Yeah, you look at that play right there. As soon as he got it, he got hit. And so McGough has a tendency to basically let you know if it's a run or a pass because every time he hands the ball off the middle, he pushes the back in the back and like to try to give him that boost to go forward. Let's see, Braden says, if the USFL lasts, we need a USFL video game. And so, yeah, definitely give me that. And so, matter of fact, let ESPN 2K handle the USFL video game. I guarantee it to be a nice one if they do. So I would let them handle that if I was in charge of that. Let's see, old man says, dang, that defense was right on him. Hopefully both guys are okay. And so I felt like, honestly, I felt like there was little chances that they were going to pass the ball. I felt like ultimately we knew the ground that they were going to run the ball. Quite frankly, it was working. So I felt like we knew the ground game was going to come. So would have been a perfect time there to probably fake it to the back and just take a deep shot. And if that didn't work, maybe you go for it on fourth down. But I feel like the shot would have been there, and because everybody was anticipating run play on that play, I feel like everyone was anticipating that. But I hope they're both okay. But again, we are here in the third quarter with about 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. All right, so we're getting ready for this 4th and 1. Right now, Birmingham's lined up in the punt formation. So barring any type of fake, it looks like they're going to try to go ahead and punt this ball. All right, nice snap. Punt's on the way. Ooh, excellent punt. Excellent punt right there. I mean, Birmingham has one heck of a special team squad. I will say that. And so they're going to pin him at the 4-yard line right there. That's how you punt it up right there. Let's see. Old man says, as long as EA doesn't have nothing to do with the game, it should be a great football game. And so, well, let's keep Doug Flutie's squad away from it. I've seen some of the games that Doug Flutie's produced, and so I'm not someone that harps a lot too much on the graphics and stuff. But that was unplayable. That was unplayable. All right, but here we go, guys. So from their own 4-yard line, you got to be careful to make sure that you don't get no hold in there and that you get the ball out of the end zone. They hand it to the back there in the back. He gets brought down, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage there. So we got second now coming up, 2nd and 10. Again, here in the third quarter, 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Right now, facing 2nd and 11. So he did end up losing a yard on the play. So far in this game, no turnovers have been created so far in this game. All right, quarterback up under center here. Trips at the top of the formation. One receiver towards the bottom, one back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the back. This time, makes it to the right, and he's going to pick up about a good 5 yards in that carry. Third down coming up, though. So if you're Tampa Bay, you want to get a stop right now so you can. I'm sorry, if you're on Birmingham, you want to get a stop right now, get the ball back with great field position, and try to boost this offense. Last time they had great field position, they ended up getting a field goal out of it. Meanwhile, if you're Tampa Bay, you want to extend this drive here. All right, guys, here we go. There's about 5 seconds to work with, so they got to line up quickly here. They're going to be in a shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Going to take the snap. Defense sending pressure, but they're going to stop everything right now. Stop it. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. So the lay of the game here against the offense. That's going to move him back there. Let's see. Old man says, JB, I just don't get N'Keal Harry. He wants to get traded, yet he'd rather stay home and not work out with no one. And so, also, he's not working out at all? Maybe if you did what Bill Belichick wanted, aka tight end 3, then you would actually play more. And so I'd be open to that. Just anything to make him not turn out to be the bust that he is right now. I'd be open to that. And so running back to the nice spin to make the first guy miss, but unfortunately, that's all it was. As he gets brought down, they lost some yards. There's some pushing. There's some shoving right now. Emotions are running high. There is a flag thrown. Let's see who they throw the flag on. It's oftentimes the referee gets the guy that reacts. Let's see who they throw this one on. Again, this is the third quarter with about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. We're all tied up 10 apiece. Ooh, they called that one on the offense right there. That's not doing him any favors. Let's see. Braden says, now the Grizzlies can't hit from 3. Just like that. All right, nice punt on the way. Let's see. It's caught at the 50. He's running 40 to the 30. Oh, what a hit right there. What a hit. So we have more guys here on the ground. And so I feel like Feeney's been involved in quite a few of these. Let's see, old man says, he just keep posting pictures of himself at his house and he's working with his boys. And so, wow. All right, so there is a guy down. That's Travis Feeney. He's 6'4", 240 pounds. Went to college at Washington. I mean, but hey, look at these quarterbacks out there today. I mean, you've got Jordan Ta'amu. He's 8 of 13 out there, 95 yards and a touchdown, plus 21 yards on the ground. Alex McCall, 9 of 16, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, and 38 yards on the ground. Again, no interceptions, no fumbles between the two, so no turnovers between the two. And we're all tied up 10-10. Let's see, old man says, dang, was that Cam Chancellor out there hitting people? And so, right? I mean, that was a hit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm seeing some hits out there. Brock Hurd. Hadn't seen that name in a minute. All right, they take the snap, hand it to the up back. Up back gets about a yard or 2 on a carry. So we got second down coming up here. Second, and they say 9. So 2nd and 9 from the Tampa Bay 26-yard line right now. Again, score is all tied up 10 apiece. But thanks to the punt from their own 1-yard line, this is great field position. And let's see what Birmingham does with it. Again, we're in the third quarter, though. It's about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. All tied up 10 apiece. Let's see if a trick play or something's dialed up here. Take the snap. Quarterback. Oh, he stepped up and the pressure got there, and so he went down. I mean, that time I get why he stepped up, but as soon as he stepped up there, yeah, his guard. I think that was the guard on that one got beat. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. He's been sacked 4 times so far today. Just take the snap out the shotgun. Throws a nice pass. The ball was there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are we serious right now? The ball was there and he dropped it. This is like the second time I think I've seen him drop a pass like that so far in this one. The ball was there. That makes it tough. That makes it tough. But it makes you feel a little bit better that you got a kicker that you know you can count on to come out there and get you 3 points. But still, that ball was right there. I mean, there's no excuse for that. No excuse for that. You got to catch that. Quarterback can't catch it for you, too. This is the 49-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up and kick is good. All right. I mean, hey, this kicker's getting it through. He's much better than the kickers I've had on my fantasy football team this past season. I will say that. Let's see. Braden says Grizzlies up 28-26 at the end of the first quarter. So it's a back and forth game in that one. Okay, bet. But again, right now we just hit the commercial, guys, because Birmingham just capitalized off of that field goal after having great field position after the punt that Tampa Bay had to do from their own 1 yard line. So it did help them. And so now they're up 13-10 here in the third quarter. Again, Birmingham so far in the season, 3-0 so far in this one. Second half seems to be their calling card so far this season. So we'll see if they can stay true with that or if Tampa Bay can go down there and try to reclaim the lead in this next possession. We'll see what happens. But Birmingham's winning the time of possession battle so far in this one. They have the ball 24 minutes and 17 seconds so far in this game, while Tampa Bay has had it 17 minutes and 7 seconds so far in this one. Again, in terms of total yards, Birmingham 134, Tampa Bay 120. Now, Birmingham has ran 42 plays, averaging 3.2 yards per play, while Tampa Bay has ran 28 plays, averaging 4.3 yards per play. All right, so we're getting ready for the kickoff to happen right now, guys. And so, again, right now, Birmingham just kicked the field goal, just reclaimed the lead. They're up 13-10 in this one. They're undefeated, 3-0. And so Tampa Bay right now trying to change that and give Birmingham their first loss of the year. Let's see if they can come through with it. But again, right now, this game is at Birmingham, and they lead 13-10. Kickoff on the way. Let's see if we will get a return. All right, we do get a return here. And so takes it to about the Tampa Bay 31-yard line. I know we've got quite a few people here rooting for the Birmingham Stallions, but is anybody here either watching or just, at the end of the day, are you rooting for Tampa Bay? Is anybody rooting for Tampa Bay so far in this one? 'Cause I feel like so far we've acknowledged we've got quite a few Birmingham people, but is anybody rooting for Tampa Bay here? All right, so Tayamu here in the shotgun. Got about 10 seconds right now in the play clock. Guy goes in motion, takes a snap, feels the pressure, tried to step up. They got him. That's another sack. You see quarterbacks hitting the ground here. You see linemen getting flipped down. It's just all around. The protection has just not been ideal so far in this one. And so, Lance, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say that you like the Generals, so just looking for a good game. And so, nice. All right, so your team is the Generals. Who's your favorite player in the USFL, if you don't mind sharing that with us? Would appreciate you for coming through. And again, right now, the score right now, Birmingham 13, Tampa Bay 10. Here in the third quarter with about 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. And due to the injury right there, we are just hitting the commercial again in this one. Let's see. I feel like the biggest struggle so far in this game, when you take aside the pass protection, you disregard that, and then you also disregard some of the penalties that's been caught in this one. It's really been third down. I feel like on average we've seen third and about 7, third and about 6, third and about 8 or 9, but yet on third downs they rarely convert on third downs, and so that has been a big key so far in this one. So, but the rest of the way to go, if a team can just manage to make third downs, third and manageable, and heck, we've even seen a couple times on I believe it was like 4th and 1, where teams are just shutting it down. When they determine that you're going to run the ball and they guess correctly, they are shutting it down with guys are in the backfield before running backs are even getting their hands on the ball. And so let's see. All right, so Lance says he likes DeAndre Johnson. And so he says he's a Packers fan for the NFL. So we got another Packers fan right there, Richard Braden. So not sure if you're still here, Braden, but yeah, we've got another Packers fan here on the stream. And so I feel like I meet a good amount of Packer fans. Just thinking about it, I do meet a good amount of Packer fans. And so I'm starting to wonder, are Packer fans perhaps the most common that I've come across? Just in terms of just everything I could think of. And so I know they're definitely up there in the top three, but certainly a good amount of Packer fans for sure. But absolutely. But Lance, tell me, how do you feel about the Packers and what they did in the draft, along with the undrafted free agents that you guys have brought in? I'm especially excited to hear about some of the guys you guys brought in on defense. I know there's a lot of talk about wide receivers and stuff like that, but especially on that defense. Let me know your thoughts. Braden says, let's go, Lance. And so Braden says he's got another one here. So he's all for it, all for it. But again, here we go. Back to the third quarter with about 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Again, Birmingham up 13-10. They've got the card out there, so they're going to try to help him up on that. And let's see. Braden says the Warriors are on fire right now. And so I expect nothing less from the Warriors. All right, so he's on the card there. And so You're definitely hoping that he's okay there, but they got the card hitter in which they're going to. Luckily, he was able to get up there, apply some pressure there. Obviously, he's in some pain. All right, let's see what player they're going to draw up here. I say if you do pass the ball, it's got to be something quick. Got to be something quick right now. I mean, wow, look at the Tampa Bay centers here. I mean, two centers out so far in this one. So, wow, yeah, whatever you run here, it's got to be something quick. All right, here we go. Again, it's the third quarter, about 3 minutes left to go in the shotgun. Tight end goes in motion. We've got three wide receivers here. Takes a snap. Pump fakes. Gonna throw it deep there, and it's a nice catch there. He's about a yard or two shy there, but a nice pickup of about 14 yards on the play. Now we got 3rd and 2, so 3rd and manageable. I talked about third downs earlier in this one, and so you make it 3rd and less than 3, you increase the odds here. But I honestly feel like on 3rd and 2, you might still need to consider passing the ball because both defenses are gunning for the run, and they're doing a great job of penetrating and getting in the backfield every single time that they're expecting to run. So I feel like you sort of have to try to pass and see if that works. Or maybe the quarterback, he can bootleg and run if it's there. But if you run it, they're gunning for it. Here we go to the shotgun. Take the snap. They're taking my advice here. Throws it to the back end. Oh, look at that. Look at that. My man wide open. He's beating himself up here, but you cannot miss those passes right there. Those are the kind of stuff that you got to get. Ball just beating him up there, just beating his hands up. All right, let's see. Lance says, losing Devontae is obviously tough, but I like that our defense looks really strong. If we could get one more receiver via a trade, we would be good. And so Lance says, what's your NFL team? And so I am a Patriots fan, Lance. So yeah, I am a Patriots fan here. So believe me, when you talk about wide receivers, that's a conversation that I certainly understand. And hey, if you guys want to acquire N'Keal Harry, I'm sure Braden's not going to sign off on this, but if you guys want N'Keal Harry, we can help you out with that. That we can. Let's see. Lance says, go, Pat, go. And so Braden says, yes, sir, Lance. And so it's like I always try to tell Braden, if you guys want to get N'Keal Harry, we got you. But yeah, I mean, a couple of times here, we're seeing these quarterbacks, they're doing pretty good in this one. I mean, considering the fact that they have limited time back there, they're hitting a couple guys there, but sometimes these guys just dropping the ball there. And that last pass there to the back, I mean, the ball just bobbled, was incomplete. Let's see. Old man says, man, he was wide open. Hey, some of the backs in the NFL that we know don't have any hands, they could have caught that. Meanwhile, that pass right there was tipped. And so, again, McGough there's had a guy right there, but it was tipped. So Lance says, LOL, I think we are good with that. And so, so Lance won't take my trade. Braden won't take my trade. I'm just putting it up there. Anybody looking for a receiver, just want a body out there. We can get you one, a former first-round pick. I mean, it won't cost you much. All right, here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun again. Takes a snap. Gonna hand it to the back. Off the right guard, and he picks up about a good 8 or 9 yards on that carry before being brought down. And that's Mararbo there with the carry. Let's see. Braden says, we don't need Harry, JB. Lance says, everyone talks trash on Patriots draft, but they will be fine. They always are. I appreciate that, Lance. I do appreciate that. I appreciate that. And so, yeah, I know Twitter was going crazy. It was going insane. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. All right, here we go, guys. There's 5 wide receivers on the play. Takes the snap, and it is caught there. A pickup of about a good 6 yards. However, there is a penalty right there. And so, let's see. I am Hutch 06. What's good with you? What's good with you? You say you think there should be a USFL video game? I would love to have a USFL video game if I knew that it was going to be produced by ESPN 2K, that would be amazing since obviously they can't do the NFL level there. So if they can do that with the USFL or something like that, that would be incredible because I know they would add a lot of features that would make it really, really nice. And it would be really good to have that right there, especially if you add a lot of customization to it to where I feel like the gamers can add a lot of customization, whether we're talking schedule, whether we're talking adding more teams, creating more teams, stuff like that. I feel like that would be a great route to go right there. So I personally would love to see it. I would love to see it. I feel like in the right hands, it could be done correctly. But here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Has some time. Throws it. And this time it is caught. It is caught this time. Now, I've seen a couple times there where he's targeted Bolden Jr. and he was open and he dropped it. But this time he made the catch there. Again, Birmingham right now up 13-10. And we're about to hit the end of the third quarter right here. So we got 1 quarter remaining, guys. 1 quarter remaining. And Birmingham up 13-10. Looking to keep their undefeated streak alive in this one. Old man says, man, JB, no one wants to kill. I'm willing to take a 2024 seventh round for him. We will throw to Stidham instead. I'm sorry, throw in Stidham also. And so, yeah, I mean, we'll sweeten the deal. We'll put both of them in, package them together. But if we are putting Stid in there, then I at least want that to be at least a 6th-round pick for us and all like that. But absolutely, whatever we can do. Whatever we can do. But again, right now we're currently at the commercial because we've reached the end of the third quarter. And right now the Birmingham Stallions lead this one 13-10 over the Tampa Bay Bandits. And so let's look at what's transpired so far in this one. And so in terms of time of possession, Birmingham's doing pretty good with that one. They lead this one 26 minutes and 11 seconds. Tampa Bay 18 minutes and 49 seconds. And so both teams have had 8 drives in this one. Again, no turnovers so far in this game. That has been great. Obviously, there's been a good amount of penalties in the first half there. I feel like they're cutting back on that. At least they did in the third quarter there. So that's a positive right there. But in terms of total plays, Birmingham has ran 46 plays. Tampa Bay has ran 31 plays. Birmingham has 169 plays, averaging 3.7 yards per play, while Tampa Bay has 126 yards and averaging 4.1 yards per play off of 31 plays ran. And so both teams have scored in the end zone. Scored in the red zone, but Tampa Bay has been there twice, and so they scored a touchdown one time and they scored a field goal the other time. And so right now it's a close game right now. Passing the ball wise, Tampa Bay's leading that category. They've got 80 yards, while Birmingham has 57 yards through the air. Rushing the ball wise, now Birmingham has 112 yards on the ground. They're starting to get more and more effective. They're averaging 4.9 yards per carry on the ground. So if they keep that up, sky's the limit here. It's going to continue to melt the clock, and it's going to continue to put them in the best position to tack on to this lead here. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they've got 46 yards on the ground here off of 16 attempts. They're averaging 2.9 yards a carry. And so let's see. Lance says, how many of these teams are getting delay of the game penalties? Man, in terms of the delay of the game penalty itself, I've at least seen maybe about a good 4. I want to say about 3 or 4 delay of the game so far in this one. I mean, it is insane. It is insane. You've got to see that clock because a lot of times they're not even lining up till about 5 seconds on the play clock. We're not seeing that urgency and stuff. And so, absolutely, there's a lot of those that we're seeing out there in this one. But now it comes down to 1 quarter remaining here. Who's going to win this 4th quarter? Can Birmingham remain undefeated, or will Tampa Bay improve to 3-1? So here goes McGough. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it. Line up in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 1 running back. Defense is showing 4 guys. They may be sending 56 off the edge, though. 2 seconds. Got to snap it. My goodness. Like, what is going on? We just talked about these delay of the games here. And so at least this time, the coach said, all right, I've seen enough. Let's call a timeout because this team was not ready. I mean, we may have to just consider this league just adding like maybe 5 more seconds on the play clock or something. All right, so after the timeout, save them from a penalty right there. It is still 1st and 10 right now from their own 25-yard line. All right, here we go. Shotgun again. 4 wide receivers here. Defense with a 3-man front. They send 3. They send a 4th man late. Dumps it off there to 17 across the middle. And he's going to pick up about a good 5 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up. So we got 2nd and 5 coming up at the Tampa Bay 30-yard line here. Again, right now, Birmingham leads this one 13-10 over Tampa Bay. So far in this game, McGough, he's 11 of 20 for 85 yards through the air. He's also got 21 yards on the ground as well. All right, shotgun. This time you got 3 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 receiver towards the bottom. Snaps the ball. They send that pressure, and it's picked up. This time 17. Makes 1 guy miss. Falls forward there after getting the 1st down there, almost to the 30-yard line. Great play on that one. All right, there's about 10 seconds here on the play clock here. Shotgun formation this time. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver at the top. Running back, switch to the other side here. Defense sends 4. They hand it to the back, but he's brought down there. They tried to get him the delay draw on that one, but he was brought down in the backfield, lost a yard on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 here at the Tampa Bay 22-yard line. Thirteen minutes left to go in the 4th quarter here. Trips at the bottom of the formation here. 1 receiver at the top. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Defense sends 4. He throws it, and it is, oh, what a catch. What a catch. Took it all the way to the 1-yard line. Oh, but they're saying it's incomplete? Ooh. I thought it was a great effort on that play, but maybe I missed that one. I mean, the ball was there, but let me see this replay real quick. Was on there. Okay, oh, God, yeah. All right, so after seeing that replay there, yeah, that was definitely incomplete. Would have been a nice catch, though. Would have been. 3rd and 11. They just get the snap off before the penalty. Throws it, and it was almost picked off, but it bounced off the defender. Wow, that was dangerous on that one. That's a big drop. That's a big drop right there for Tampa Bay. Because honestly, Birmingham special team, they've been pretty good here. So, big time drop there. Right off his chest. I mean, doesn't get more catchable than that. All right, here goes the field goal attempt here. They call him automatic Aubrey. 40-yard field goal attempt. He made a 49-yarder earlier. This time, he missed it this time. So his first miss of the season. It was bound to happen at some point, but he missed that one. Will this be what Tampa Bay needs right now to rekindle a spark here and see if they can go out there and try to take the lead here? And so he just hooked that one too far, and it was missed. So the score right now, Birmingham 13, Tampa Bay 10. We are now at the commercial right now. Let's see, Lance says they ran the same play, it looks like. And so, yeah, and the defense was not fooled that time. Defense was not fooled. And again, right now we're currently at the commercial. But when we come back, it is going to be Tampa Bay's football. And they're going to have 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line here in the 4th quarter with about 12 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Birmingham leads 13-10 in this one. All right, I see we've got 13 thumbs up so far in this one. Appreciate that. Let's keep it going. Let's see if we can reach 20 before it's all said and done, but appreciate that. And again, if you're someone that's new, make sure you go ahead and press that subscribe button as well, because I'm telling you, in addition to this, we've obviously got a lot of NFL content here on this channel, whether we're talking play-by-plays during the season or just NFL news, all that stuff. NBA, we got the NBA playoffs in session right now as well. A lot of things going on here on this channel, so do make sure you guys subscribe and become a part of JB Nation. And let's see. Lance says, who do you think are some of the best players in the USFL? And so, give me 1 second to think about that one right there. I've only watched a limited few games when it comes to the USFL, so I'll admit I got to do a little bit more homework when it comes to that. And so let's see. Robert G, I appreciate you. You say you're a great commentator. Hey, I appreciate that, Robert. I appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate that, man. That makes my day right there. Absolutely appreciate that. And so Lance says that could make it to the NFL. And so that's a good question. When it comes to making it to the NFL, I would have to think of somebody who can take that special teams type of role, particularly maybe a running back. Because, I think back to when trying to think what's the name of that league that they had, the XFL and stuff like that, even though that's dating back and stuff like that. But, guys that were excelled at special teams and played that running back type of position, those are typically guys that gets opportunities at the NFL level. So I would have to take that route in terms of a running back. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay takes a snap there. He bounced off the defender there, picks up about 6 yards in the play. All right, we got 2nd and 4 coming up here at Tampa Bay's 36 yards. And again, we're here in the fourth quarter. Got about 12 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here. Tampa Bay trailing by 3 in this one. 13-10 is our score right now. Again, Birmingham, they're 3-0. Will they remain that way when it's all said and done? And they're showing all of these coordinators and coaches and stuff. And I'm like, wow, I remember these guys, whether it was college, whether it was NFL, I remember these guys. Meanwhile, tight end goes in motion, takes a snap, quick pass it to the receiver. He has the first down, and it's a foot race. And so he gets shoved at a bounce at his opponents. Let's see, at the Birmingham 48-yard line, it looks like. And so Tayamu right now, 10 of 16 out there, 115 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, plus the 21 yards he has scrambling as well in this one. And so let's see. Trevor still says who your team is in the NFL, buddy. Appreciate you, Trevor, and thank you so much for coming through. My favorite NFL team is the New England Patriots. And so I've been a Patriot fan dating back to about 2002, 2003. It was the year that Tom Brady did not win the Super Bowl that year. It was the only year that he didn't make the playoffs as a starter throughout the full season. That's when I became a Patriots fan that year. Let's see, Braden says, I could definitely see a couple receivers make the NFL as well. And so, okay. So Braden says a couple receivers. And so, yes, certainly. Most definitely. It's going to be guys that can contribute on special teams as well and give you that extra added value as well. All right, we got 2nd and 10 coming up. That was Haynes there. Tay Haynes in coverage, 5'9" out of Appalachian State. 2nd and 10 now out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. This time it's a design quarterback run, and he takes it all the way to about that first down line there, and I think he got it. It should be 1st and 10 at the Birmingham 37-yard line in this one. I mean, he did a good job in the first half, especially that first quarter when it came to running the ball here. So they went back to it. They got away from it for a bit, but they went back to it here, and this time I think he fell just at that first down marker. All right, let's see. Braden says, I remember Todd Haley when he was with the Steelers and the Chiefs. And so, yeah, your boy Big Ben's favorite coordinator, right? Meanwhile, to the shotgun, takes a snap there. Has some time here, steps up, still moving. He can scramble, and he goes out of bounds wisely there, picks up about 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down coming up here. So, again, that was Tayamu with that scramble on that play. So now he's starting to get his legs back involved here, which is a good sign here for Tampa Bay. Again, we've got about 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining to go in this one. Birmingham with the lead 13-10. But right now, Tampa Bay trying to rekindle something. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 5. Tayamu, he's got 6 rushes for 36 yards in this one. So him and Emmons got 9 carries for 26 yards as well. There's about 5 seconds to go here on the play clock. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback up under center, takes a snap, going to hand it to the back, and he's going to go off the left guard, picks up about 3 yards on the carry. So we got about 3rd and 2 coming up here. 3rd and 2 at the Birmingham 29-yard line. Again, this is 3rd and 2 coming up here. 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go. If you're Tampa Bay, you got to drive right this. Now, you look at 3rd down. I mentioned that earlier in the game. 3rd down, 1 of 7 out there on 3rd downs. So when you're doing that, you have got to find a way to convert here in the 4th quarter on 3rd downs. You've got to do better than that. 1 of 7, you got to convert on this. But here we go, shotgun. I feel like, honestly, you got to pass here. They hand it to the back. He's in the backfield. Made a guy miss. He's trying to find something. Quarterback throws him a block, but it's not enough. And he just gets brought down way in the backfield there. And so this is what I'm saying. When the defense identifies that you're most likely going to run and they start coming up in this game right here, the defense has been winning these battles in terms of who wants it more on these short, especially off the edge, off that left side as well. You start to see it every time there's a run play. The running back had to cut back because it wasn't there. Quarterback tried to help with a block there, but it simply was not enough. There was too many defenders in the backfield on that one. So now we got 4th and 13 coming up. There's about 8 minutes and 41 seconds to go, and we have a timeout called by Tampa Bay. 2 timeouts remaining. Timeouts are going to be very important as this game continues on. All right, so we're going to go with a field goal attempt here. So let's see. Can we get this field goal and tie things up here? Let's see. Trevor says, I feel like I'm watching the game, listening to you. Great job. I appreciate that, Trevor. I appreciate that a lot. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, so we've got Tyler Rooser here with a 58-yard field goal attempt. If my man Tyler converts on this, then my goodness. Kick is up, and yeah, that is a bad miss there. It looks like it would have probably been long. I don't know if it would have been long enough, honestly. Probably would not have been long enough. But ultimately, he missed that one. So a missed opportunity there by Tampa Bay, and it all comes down to that running play that they called on 3rd and short. In this game, particularly right there, when you see that off the edge, you're getting beat the way you're getting beat, I mean, if you're not quarterback sneaking, I feel like you sort of have to try to pass that ball because they're going to be thinking run, and you're just not going to get it. And they've shown enough for me to see that you're not going to be able to just overpower them and pick that up. So in the running back running east to west like that, that's not going to get you the yards that you need right there. But that wasn't on him. That play was just doomed from the start. But after that missed field goal right there, when we come back from the commercial, it's going to be Birmingham's football. They're already up 13-10 here in the 4th quarter with about 8 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. If they can get a touchdown in this one and take off some time on the clock, they could really put Tampa Bay in a bind here. But Tampa Bay defensively, you can get another stop. That'll really help you out here. Again, 13-10 is our score. All right, let's see. I will say this though, some of the players that I have been keeping that I plan on keeping an eye out for the rest of the way are guys like Shea Patterson, someone that obviously he went to Michigan and at college. I'm an Ohio State fan when it comes to that, but he was someone that I did recognize and early on when I was thinking to some of the quarterbacks that I was going to keep an eye out for to see how he does, as he was an interesting prospect for me and stuff like that. And so that was certainly one to keep an eye out for. I know Paxton Lynch, he's out there somewhere, and so I forget where he's with. But absolutely, let's see. Braden says Warriors up 64-57 at halftime. And so, okay, bet. Again, we're still right now currently at the commercials right now. But, hey, it's getting closer and closer to that time of the game where, hey, you got to make a play if you want to win this game. Let's see. Braden says Ja Morant hit a half-court buzzer beater to end the first half. My boy Ja Morant out there doing big things. That makes me happy right there. So right now, Birmingham in front of the home crowd right now. They want to continue their undefeated streak. Let's see. Braden says Andrew Wiggins having a nice game. All right, so we're getting ready to return back to the action here. And again, Birmingham now with the football and they lead 13-10 in the fourth quarter, but there's 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. And he's going to hand it to the back. The back tries to bounce it outside. Going to cut up there. And so does a good job of keeping his balance there. Picked up about 6 yards on the play. One thing I will say, these teams have got to stay focused, and you must keep your eyes open for the play clock here, because that's been a problem today. It's just honestly been a problem. Probably the biggest problem when it comes to penalties is just these teams taking too long to snap the ball. So you've got to be aware, especially if this situation of the game must be aware. Another thing is make sure on third downs here, try to avoid third down in all honesty, because right now these teams are struggling on third downs really badly. So try to get the first down here, 2nd and 4. They got 4 seconds here on the play clock. He snapped the ball. That clock was clearly at 0 already before they snapped it, but they let him get away with that one. All right, we'll take it. Third down coming up. Got back to the line of scrimmage there. So 3rd and 4 coming up. Again, they're at the Tampa Bay 46-yard line. And so I feel like the running backs in this game, every time they get the carry, they've got to make someone miss. But this time we're going to go 5 wide here. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 2 receivers towards the bottom. Shotgun formation. 6 seconds right now on the play clock. Making some adjustments here. Want to call out the blitz because the defense is showing about 5 guys, and they send 5 guys. Quarterback throws it. Great defense on that one to get a hand up and deflect it incomplete. So Tampa Bay knew the assignment there, and third down continues to be a struggle, regardless of what you call it. At this point, heck, I might just go 5 wide and then try to run my quarterback or something, because, I mean, these teams are really struggling on third down. Doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 11. They are just struggling on third down in this one. And right now, you see the quarterback and the coach right now trying to communicate on what they see. The quarterback does not seem too happy about that conversation. Meanwhile, punts on the way. So let's see if we're going to return here by Tampa Bay. Ball goes out of bounds. So let's see where they're going to mark it at. Marks it out of bounds, I think, at the 16-yard line. It's going to be Tampa Bay's football, though. Here in the fourth quarter with about 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts at this point of the game. All right, so far for Tampa Bay, when it comes to passing, right now they've got 104 yards through the air. They're 10 of 17 so far in this one, averaging 6.1 yards per attempt when it comes to the passing game, and of course, 1 passing touchdown as well. Meanwhile, as a team, they've got 53 yards on the ground in this one, averaging 2.6 yards per carry. So they take the snap here. They're going to pass it. He feels uneasy in the pocket. He throws it to the left side there, gets the completion there. So good job getting the completion there, getting some yards out of it. Picked up 7 yards on that one. All right, so it's 2nd and 3 at the Tampa Bay 23-yard line. Again, we're here in the fourth quarter. We got 6 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. Tampa Bay has the football, but they trail 13-10. Both teams, the last time out there, when they try to get some more points, both teams' kickers have missed their last field goals. They got about 8 seconds right now in the play clock. They're still calling the play. They break the huddle. They're going to line up quickly here. Quarterback up under center. Take the snap. Fakes it to the back. He sees the rush. Avoids it. Bootlegs. He might scramble here. Oh, he goes out of bounds there. He might have lost half a yard on that one. That time there was just nothing there, and the rush was there. He did a good job avoiding the first guy there, but ultimately just wasn't able to get that edge there, so he went out of bounds there after he was shoved out of bounds. So let's see what Jordan Ta'amu and company can do here on third down. Third down has been a kryptonite so far for both of these teams here. But we got 3rd and 3, so this is 3rd and manageable. Ta'amu, he's 12 of 19 out there for 139 yards and a touchdown. Again, both teams, no turnovers. 5 seconds on the play clock. Got to hurry this one up. Can't afford a penalty. Got to hurry it up. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Has the ball. Feels the pressure. Trying to avoid it. Can't do it. He lost 13 yards on that sack right there. So therefore, they're going to have to punt the ball here, and they may want to hurry up here so they can try to save some time to get. They got 2 timeouts right now, so they still have that in their back pocket. But ultimately, the more time you save, the better. And looking at what he had right there, that was just great defense. That was great defense right there. These guys are winning their matchups. They're hungry. They're getting after the quarterback, and so they're making it tough for him. They're making it tough for him. Punts on the way. There is a penalty already on the play. Nice punt, though. Returner picks it up at the 10. He's at the 15, 20, 25. Goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but hold everything because of the penalty. Got a feeling that's going to be in the punt team right there. That penalty came early before the punt was really on the way. Let's see. Braden says there's Scooby Wright with the sack. Again, we're waiting to call from the officials right now. All right, they're still communicating it. All right, so holding on the kicking team. So like I said, that was prior to the actual kick happening. That flag came out pretty quickly there. And so now it's after a very nice punt indeed on that last one. Again, there's just 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. I was about to say, my guy's already standing out of bounds here on this punt. All right, let's see if they can protect and hold up for him to get a decent punt off here. Nice snap, punts on the way. Let's see how far it goes. All right, so it's caught there. Let's see, they got it already at the 50. Other team's 40. All the way to the opponent's 35-yard line there. So the Stallions will be taking over at Tampa Bay's 35-yard line here. And so let's see. With 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go, we've seen them go on quite a few drives here. So ultimately, if you're Tampa Bay, you got to come out there and get some early stops in this one. You have to. And you see Scooby Wright. That's your boy, Braden. He's got 6 tackles here and a sack so far tonight. Again, Birmingham trying to remain undefeated right now. They are at home, and they're up 13-10, and they got the football right now. We'll see what they do with the remaining time in this one. Let's see, Braden says, I like how they interview the players after they make a big play. And so, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Then again, if you think about that at the NFL level, could you really see Bill Belichick letting any of his players do an interview like that during the game? I think not. But I love it here from the USFL. Love it. Love it. And I love the angles when they show the camera from like the back and the backfield, stuff like that. I love all that stuff. All right, quarterback up under center here. Multiple tight ends, 2 receivers in the back. They hand it to the back. He cuts towards the right. Still on his feet. Can he make this guy miss? Oh, if he could have broke that last tackle right there, who knows how far he would have gotten. But he went and picked up 9 yards on that carry. 2nd and 1 coming up. That clock continues to run right now. And so, appreciate you, Trevor. Thank you so much for becoming a part of JB's Nation membership right there. And so, really appreciate that, Trevor. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. And here we go. 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, guys. 2nd and 1 coming up. Quarterback up under center here. 2 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. 2 tight ends back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hands to the back. The back cuts up and gets the first down. And so this is one of the few cases right here where the defense knew the run was coming, but the offensive line did a good enough job there to give them a hole to work with. I like that. And if you keep doing that and getting first downs, you're going to continue to take more time off the clock. Because right now, time is going to be very important right now for Tampa Bay. They've got 2 timeouts here, but 3 minutes and 30 seconds continuing to go off that clock here. Birmingham up 13-10, and they just got a new set of downs to work with. All right, so they just broke the huddle. They've got 8 seconds right now on the play clock. They may have to call a timeout. They have to call a timeout. Just not enough time right there. Got to call a timeout. This has happened far too often. But at least this time in the fourth quarter, the coach is seeing it and he's calling timeouts because this is too big right here. Too big to miss it. Let's see. Braden says, I don't think Bill would be too happy with that. You talk about tablets being thrown. Bill will grab the mic and he'll throw that mic. All right, but here we go, guys. Again, this is the fourth quarter here. And so Birmingham had no choice but to call that timeout because, quite frankly, they had no time left on the play clock. So we got 3 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. Gives them a chance to discuss the situation out there because they're up by 3 right now. So really, I mean, they're already in field goal range here. So you just keep running the ball here. They got a pretty reliable kicker. I know he missed the one from 40, but I still believe in the kid. He's very reliable out there. So you're in a good situation here. You want to melt this clock, and if you can punch in the end zone, then by all means do so. But here we go. A back in the backfield. They hand it to him off the left side. He cuts up, and he's going to pick up about a good 4 or 5 yards there. However, there is a penalty on the play, and that's not what you need right now if you're Birmingham. That is not what you need right now, a penalty. Chop block here against Birmingham. You cannot let this happen. You just can't let that happen. Everything's going right how you need it to go because you're over here running time off the clock here. You guys are already in field goal range. The worst thing you can do aside from a turnover is to get a penalty and move you guys back, and that's exactly what they do. Yeah, they're not going to let you get away with that one. They're not going to let you get away with trying to take a guy's knee out like that. So now we got 1st and 25. Clock continues to run. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. Out of the shotgun. Again, 4 receivers, 1 running back. Defense has 4 guys coming. They send 4 guys. Fakes it to the back. He throws it. And it is, nice catch right there. Taking it all the way to about the 19-yard line. Big pickup right there for Birmingham. Again, that was Bowden Jr. He had a couple drops earlier in this one, but ultimately he's been coming up bigger and bigger as this game goes on. But that was just great ball placement. He knew he was going to get hit. He's been hit quite a few times in this one. But he stood there and gave his guy a chance to get that catch. He did take a hit, though. And so you see that time, Bowden, he did bobble that ball a little bit on that one. You got to be a little bit more sure-handed with your receptions. Here we go, 2nd and 5. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Got to snap this one. 4 receivers out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Defense sends 4. He throws it, and it's caught. And he takes it all the way up to the 7-yard line. Okay, so we're 7 yards away from the end zone. Got 1 minute and 56 seconds to work with, and right now Tampa's going to call a timeout. Tampa's going to call a timeout. They've got to get a stop, and they got to try to preserve as much time as possible. But it goes back to that 1st and 25 play call when he hit Bowden Jr. with that pass, and they picked up almost all of the yards there. They're about a good 6 yards shy, I believe, of that first down. That was a huge pass and huge completion on that one right there. And so now they're in great field position here. 7 yards away from the end zone, up by 3 with just 1 minute and 56 seconds left to go. And Tampa Bay is going to have 1 timeout remaining. So far, there has not been any turnovers so far in this game. So if you're rooting for Tampa Bay, you need that ball to come out on this play here. I know there has not been a turnover all game long, but if you're Tampa Bay, that's probably your best case scenario right now. Knock that ball out, pick it up, and who knows, maybe even a scoop and score, but you need something to really save you guys some time here and not let Birmingham melt off too much time or score. And so, Jonathan, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, I think the San Antonio Gunslingers are going all the way. And so I like that confidence right there, Jonathan. I like that confidence. Absolutely. Love the confidence there. But yeah, guys, I mean, I love a lot of things about the USFL that they have here. This is a very good league here. And so I know that we're still early in the season here, but hey, I've seen some good things already. And this is a good game right here coming down to the wire. It's just a matter of can Tampa Bay find a way to get a stop right now? But appreciate you for coming through, Jonathan. Absolutely. And again, right now, we're still at the commercial, guys, so we're not missing anything right now. We're currently at the commercial because of the timeout that was called by Tampa Bay. And right now, they need to come up with a game plan here. Now, I've seen Tampa Bay get in the backfield here, so it's possible they can get in the backfield and they can get a stop. However, they've got to make sure that they go out there and like be quick with it. And so, because Birmingham, they can take a lot of time off that clock. And so you cannot let them score a touchdown, though. You cannot let them score a touchdown. If I'm the offense for Tampa Bay, we're already talking about how can we get in position quickly to try to score. Again, Birmingham and Tampa Bay in the same division in the South Division standings. Right now, Birmingham is 3-0 and 2-0 in the division. All right, so here we go, guys. We got a back in the backfield. This time, quarterback's going to take the snap from up under center here. Multiple tight ends, two receivers. They take the snap. Tries to punch up the middle. The defense is ready for it, though. Gets it at the line of scrimmage. We got 2nd and goal coming up from the 7-yard line. A minute and 46 seconds to go here in the fourth. Again, right now, Birmingham's trying to get into the end zone there and try to cement them going 4-0. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay, they've got plans of their own here. They want it to be 3-1, 3-1 for both of these teams. So they're holding on to their timeout right now. So if they can get another stop right here, I would not be surprised if they ended up calling their timeout there. But they're trying to hold on to their final timeout and get a stop. Shotgun formation this time for Birmingham. 3 receivers toward the bottom of the screen there. Look at the pressure by the defense. Takes a snap, hands to the back. And the back picks up some yards there. Still moving his feet. Moving his feet there. And that time, the offensive line won that battle right there. So we got 3rd and 3 coming up here. Timeouts called by Tampa Bay. Okay, so that was their second timeout. So the other one was Birmingham there. So they've got 1 timeout remaining here. And a minute and 10 seconds to go in the fourth. Again, right now, Birmingham leads 13-10 with the football here, and they're just 3 yards away from the end zone. So it's going to be up to Tampa Bay to get in that backfield and try to stop them from doing just that. 3rd down coming up to you. Get the stop, you can immediately call the timeout. And so that's the game plan if you're Tampa Bay. If you're Birmingham, get into the end zone here, and then, hey, 4-0 is right there. Both coaches right now obviously talking about every single scenario they need to look out for. This is where it comes down to practice, practicing these situations right here. You got to understand what it is that you guys can do from this situation right here. So we'll see what Birmingham calls here on 3rd down. But if Tampa Bay gets a stop, that'll be huge for Tampa Bay. All right, they got 3 receivers toward the bottom of the screen here, and they're in a shotgun formation. Takes a snap here. And so, oh, look at that play. Look at that play. Brought the quarterback down, almost yanked his jersey completely off of him. He read that one, and Feeney, he's been flying around. I mean, heck, he looks almost like the white Feeney out there, guys. And so, but he has been flying around in this one. And so Tampa Bay has called their final timeout with a minute and 4 seconds remaining. Coming off the edge has been tremendous for these teams, but that time he was not fooled by the potential of the running back getting the ball. He thought the quarterback was going to keep it. Quarterback kept it, and he read correctly. So now we got 4th down coming up, guys. 4th down coming up. It's going to come down to a field goal attempt here. Brandon Abreu, he's 2 of 3 today. Made a 39-yarder and a 49-yarder, but missed a 40-yarder. But this will be his easiest attempt yet from 26 yards. They call him Automatic Aubrey. Let's see if he can live up to this name right here and increase the lead. If he makes this field goal, the only thing that means for Tampa Bay is that a field goal is not an option. It would mean you would have to score a touchdown to win it. All right, here we go. The ball's lined up perfectly right down the middle. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it is good as well. So 16-10. 6-point lead here. So as I mentioned, with 59 seconds remaining to go in the fourth quarter and no timeouts for Tampa Bay, they're going to need to score a touchdown here. A field goal will not be able to tie it now, so they need to score a touchdown if they want to tie it up or possibly win it with the PAT attempt. But right now, that is the goal, and they've got 59 seconds to do just that. But Birmingham was able to take off a lot of time there and make Tampa Bay use the remainder of their timeouts there. And now they're up by 6 points right now. And so passing the ball wise, so far in this one, Tampa Bay, they've got 97 yards passing, 11 to 18 through the air, averaging 5.4 yards in attempt, and 1 passing touchdown, no interceptions in this one. But right now, we'll see how that holds up and how the offensive line is going to hold up. That's going to be critical right now. The offensive line has got to give you some time to work with. Again, just 59 seconds. Birmingham's going to kick the ball off any minute. Let's see. Old man says, great defensive game. And so, yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. A little bit of everything out there. But I've seen some good stops in this one. All right, kickoff is on the way. Let's see how the return does. If it gets some good field position here. All right, he's got it here. Crosses the 30, the 40. Oh, great return. Great return, taking it all the way to the Tampa Bay 43-yard line on that return. 55 seconds there. So what a great return to get this team. Great field position here. So now comes down to making a play. And so right now for this defense for Birmingham, your team is 3-0 right now. You want them to go to 4-0, so you got to keep them out the end zone. That's the assignment. It's pretty simple. Tampa Bay, get into the end zone, and at the very least, you get a tie. If you make the extra point, you can win it. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, takes a snap. Defense sends forward. He's in the pocket, steps up, throws it, and it was deflected. It was deflected, so incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up right now at Tampa Bay's own 43-yard line here. 51 seconds remaining in the fourth. Yeah, Tayamu stepped up, made that pass, but it was deflected by Thomas. Again, they've got no timeouts right now to work with. With 51 seconds, let's see what they call here. Going to line up in the shotgun again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Tight end goes in motion. Tayamu takes a snap, pump fakes. Bootlegging to his left. Throws it, and it's a low pass, incomplete. And so now we've got 3rd down coming up. 3rd down has been a struggle so far in this game. Tayamu, he's 12 of 21, 139 yards through the air and 1 touchdown. But we know it's 4-down territory, so whatever you do, make sure it's a smart pass. No turnover so far in this game, but let's see what happens. But as I mentioned, they are 1 of 9 out there when it comes to 3rd down conversion so far in this one. If they want to win this game, they may need to go ahead and convert right now. Again, they still have 4th down as an option because they're going to have to go for it. Let's see how things play out. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, defense sending forward. Quarterback's going to try to throw it to the back, and he picks up 2 yards. However, all it's doing is letting the clock run. 4th and 8 coming up. So we got 4th and 8 right now. Time is continuing to tick right now. 25 seconds on the clock. Again, they're down 16 to 10. 22 seconds. They're in the shotgun. 3 receivers here. 1 tight end. And we had the tackle move, Albie, and a tackle move. So yet another penalty to make this that much more difficult of a situation for Tampa Bay right now. Braden says, great tackle by the corner. Absolutely. So you got false start. That's going to move him back there. You only got 17 seconds to work with, and you're going the wrong way. You're back at the 40 now. This is it, guys. 4th and 12. They're going to run off that 10 seconds. So now you only got 7 seconds to work with now. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Takes a snap. Feels the pressure. Throws it to the back. And the back tries to get out of bounds there. Regardless of what happened, though, he wasn't going to get that first down whatsoever. So that's it. That's the game. It is finalized. And so Birmingham wins 16-10. I got to question that decision right there to throw it to the back and the back to try to just aim to go out of bounds. When you know it's fourth down and you needed 12 yards on that one, it made no sense whatsoever. But it is what it is. Birmingham moves on and they are 4-0. And they won this defensive matchup 16-10. And so let's see. Braden says that's game. And so I'm sorry, I missed one by Old Man. Old Man says better off not even catching that ball. Wasted too much time. I agree with that one, Old Man. Let's see. Old Man says wasted all that time just for the tackle to get a false start. And so absolutely, offensive line has had some issues so far now. But congratulations to Birmingham there. You won a hard-fought game. Both teams played good. Of course, there are things that both teams can work on and all like that. You know, penalties being one, offensive line play. But that being said, Birmingham, they're moving on to 4-0 right now. And that's what's important. That is what's important. And so let's see. Braden says, see you, JB. Great stream. Appreciate you, Braden. Yeah, take care. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be streaming the NBA, but I'm going to start making it to where Saturdays are regularly dedicated to the USFL, and I might just make it both Saturdays and Sundays probably after this week. But I'll certainly be back next Saturday for the USFL for sure that week. Let's see. Old Man says, great game. Great game, defensive game. Another great stream, JB. Appreciate that, Old Man. Appreciate that for sure. And so, yeah, this was a good game here. One possession, defensive battle out there. A lot of great stops in this one, no lie. A lot of great stops in this one. But ultimately, Birmingham remains undefeated, guys. They won 16-10. And so, but yeah, appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, guys. But thank you guys so much for coming through. This was fun. Great. I appreciate everybody that's coming through. Saw a couple new names here in the chat. So thank you guys again for coming through. And anybody that is watching, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're not subscribed already, guys. Thanks again for watching. Going to end the stream now. But yeah, you guys take care. And hey, if you want to come back and join us again for tomorrow, I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's game will be, let's see, the game that I will be streaming tomorrow is going to be, I believe it's the Phoenix Suns series, if I'm not mistaken. The Phoenix Suns series. I already set it up in advance, so forgive me if I think off the top of my head, but I think it is the Phoenix Suns series for that one. And so, but absolutely. And so let me just double check real quick before I log off. And so, yeah, all right, so it's going to be the Phoenix and Dallas game. That's the game I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, guys. It's 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah, appreciate that. Let's see. Doughboy said, let's go Stallions. Yeah, how about them Stallions now? How about them Stallions? And so Trevor says, great stream. Hey, I appreciate that, Trevor, and I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you guys next time for sure. Again, tomorrow, I'll be covering NBA, but no worries. Next Saturday, I'm going to dedicate Saturdays from here on out to the USFL for sure. And then I might start incorporating some Sundays as well. But the next USFL stream will be next week, Saturday. So thanks again for watching, guys. You guys take care. Have a great day.